Welcome to Towers of Dreams. This is a D&D 5e Eberron campaign played using Fantasy Grounds. Let's go through and introduce everybody. Trister, who are you and who do you play today?
As always, am Trista. I am one of those people who you see on your screen. And I play Annika, who is a goblin artificer who's looking very much forward to getting some time to rebuild that giant spider she had.
Wouldn't you like that? Orion, who are you and who is your character?
I'm Orion. I'm a person on the internet, and I play Ebenezer Raston, a half-elf wild magic sorcerer. He's just gone crazy.
Gone. Always has been. Demi, who are you? Who is Tranquility?
I'm Demi. I do art, but not very good art on this channel. I am playing the machine that calls himself Tranquility. Something's kind of wrong with him, but hey, he's useful when he's not dying all the time.
And yes, he often is. Matthew, who are you? Who do you play?
Sorry. My name is Matthew. I'm also one of these people on the screen. And I'm crazy. No, Aldrin is crazy. And he's a lovely human lad from Dare, ex-Brelandish.
There's a lie in there somewhere, but that's yeah. Jolts,
There's always a lie in there somewhere.
who are you? Who you playing?
I am Jolts, aka Matthew. You could call me Jolts. I am a introductory level indie game developer at the moment, and no current works working on now. But anyway, as for who I'm playing,
Oh,
I am playing Creep, a Warforged necromancer bent on using the power of necromancy to grant life and to create.
I'm sure you'll
To-
grant life someday.
Someday I'm getting there. I got things walking. That's the first step.
Yeah, Stone, who are you and who is your terrible little pumpkin?
I'm Stone. I am Portugal's famous Fortnite pro player. You can find me.
Fuck you!
He won a
Fuck
game
you.
once. He won a game once.
You can find at twitch.tv / just be a coward and you win. I play Blink, the Tabaxi X-Blade, who's here to make friends, drink a lot, and spend a lot of money, and break the barrier of 176 damage.
Oh god, do I miss Blink?
No, I play Toshi Manwin. This is a shit kid. Just the worst.
It's very awful. I'm Rick. I stream here at twitch.tv/thekittenhugs. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter and Patreon at the same usernames. You want to help to support the stream, share it with your friends, tell them about us, get them into watch the streams, watch the VODs. You want to support this monetarily, there's a Streamlabs link down below, which allows you to donate to get some impact on the game, such as adding loot, giving people inspiration, or getting a plot point to interact with the campaign on a even deeper level. So last time, the party had finally emerged from this terrible and ancient ruin of fiendish origin deep beneath Zendrick, connected to basically giant, ancient giant mining lightning rail. They decided that they wanted to leave immediately, despite all of my hints, and so they did. And on the way, with almost no resources and Tranquility at only 6 max HP, they were encountered by a bunch of lightning rail-powered purple worms. Not proper-sized purple worms, thankfully. But with some help, they managed to take them down until they were attacked by a strange, demonic dog with a scorpion tail and sharp spines along its back. It attacked them telepathically, telling them that they had helped the prisoner escape. And it bit Verolian, the drow that they had helped rescue, and mysteriously hadn't injured her at all.
Dun, dun, dun.
They managed to get to the end of the line and finally rested. And now I guess we'll continue. So Urgrest, their fire giant guide who helped them get to this giant lightning rail minecart thing, has come
Thanks,
back
buddy.
after leaving to check on the surroundings, and has said that you'll be able to meet the dragon who had hired him for the job of searching for the missing dragon eggs, which the party had rescued. He didn't say exactly when, but he said soon. If he said immediately, that was retconned.
That was right.
Oh.
So let's open up that old desert map and see where you guys are.
Yeah.
Oh man,
No, the
look
desert.
at all this.
Oh, wow.
No, it's so big.
Look at
So
all these
big.
hexes. Look at all these hexes. Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop it, Rick.
Hold on, I
You
gotta
said
pull
no.
up.
Well,
I gotta pull up the old map, and I can't pull up the old map
Oh,
anymore
man.
because I'm on a new PC. Fuck.
I love these
Nice,
hex crawls so
nice.
much.
I think this is way bigger than the
Okay.
fucking first few maps. we were
So
on.
what you guys would all know is that the Menechtarun Desert is over 1,000 miles long from east to west.
Beautiful.
It is the largest
So what you're
desert
saying-
on the surface of Eberron, and it is vast and full of strange creatures and largely unmapped.
but there's a map right there.
Well, look at how many like landmarks are on it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I just want to say though, it's fine. It's also doubly fine because it's 1,000 miles. That's the exact distance the Proclaimers would walk, so we can get them to do it for us.
But I would walk 500.
Oh, you lot are terrible.
Good.
Yeah, everyone's terrible.
Yeah.
So you lot have finally woken up after a much-needed long rest. Looks like a lot of you are all up to full. The
Yeah,
drain from those terrible Cosmes has been returned to you, your maximum hit points. You guys are feeling rested, feeling fed after chewing on some never stale but not very tasty rations. Except for Aldrin, I believe, kicked it up a notch.
I make them tasty, Rick. I make it tasty.
Make
I
it tasty.
still have candy.
Let me deduct some rations before I forget.
Yeah.
I still
I think-
have 6 days
Four?
of candy.
Is it 4 rations now?
hmm
So
Oh,
I
except
believe.
Stone. Stone is still eating candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 rations.
What are we feeding this elf woman?
She doesn't. She takes it if offered.
I mean, I offer it.
I'm not
Alden
offering
offers
it.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
she takes it if offered.
I'm the cook. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm the cook.
4 rations. All right. Let me find rations. Go ahead. I will take care of this.
I'll take care of this. Orion, a fixing man.
Oh no, I'm out of rations. That's right, Annika. You got
I've
a.
Oh yeah. Oh,
has been exchanged.
Do we?
I've
do
only
we
got
need
10
these,
left.
Yeah. Do we need what? Doesn't Aldrin have some?
I have. I think 150 last time I counted.
Oh, what's your name again? So she turns to the drow woman.
Valoran. Her name is Valoran.
I asked her.
It's Verolian, actually.
Verolian. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Do you need food?
I would take some, yes.
Okay. So she just turns his bag around a bunch of lollipop, gummy bears, cotton candy actually, not on the stick, just cotton candy, just falling off. Just
I
take what you
think
want.
Into
I
the
think she
dirt.
already ate.
It keeps fall.
Well, yeah,
Just take the one on
Aldrin.
top.
Well, if Aldrin already fed her, then she'd say, "No, I already ate."
Oh.
I guess. Well, just get all that dirt all over your candy.
Doesn't matter. So
Someone
she
needs
just
to
sits
really
down.
break you of that habit.
Do we need any more insect repellent, or the insect's gone?
There is not much in the way of insects in the desert.
All
not,
right.
not small
Stop
ones
using
that, not small ones that give you minor bites anyway.
So I,
Plenty of-
like,
Plenty of spiders and scorpions and various stinging and biting ones. Very deadly.
Well, I
Big
think then we no longer
scorpions.
need that. We can stop putting on these vials of insect repellent and.
I still had 6 was the best part.
But it
Oh,
caused my skin to
screw you,
break out in
stuff.
such a awful way.
Welcome back.
Discord just discorded.
It's fine. It's fine.
So, Urgrest, where are we going from here?
Oh, the place I was told to meet the dragon at. It's a few days to the few days to the west of here. You guys have water, right? Awfully hot in here.
Uh,
My
We have
skin can take
sun,
the heat
but-
just fine, but your lot will probably not so nice.
no, we have a water collector.
Now that won't do good.
Mm.
This desert
Unfortunately-
has almost no rain, and when it does rain, strong enough to push even someone my size off their feet.
Oh. Oh. I don't think this
Uh,
is something we've thought through.
no, we were hoping that somewhere along the way we would acquire something.
I mean, I tried to get something before we came here, but
Right.
alas, storm reaches
I,
some
th-
barbaric
I
contact.
think we couldn't find the decanter of endless water or the other thing either.
Vic, question about
That's me.
alternative resource usage. Could I technically use my healing draft once a day to give them water
No,
and
it is
forego the
not.
healing?
It is not hydrating.
Oh, okay.
So,
In fact, it's quite
How-
dehydrating.
I mean, is there any way to get water in this desert other than bring it with you?
You lot really came unprepared for this.
I mean, we
We have been we have been
we
traveling for months, so
We thought our wonderful guide would be able to help us along the way to get water, but unfortunately, this has
Flattering
not
means,
turned out so well.
flattering me does not do anything. But I can offer
No.
you a use
No.
of my own decanter.
oh,
You have a decanter?
Of course, I have a
You have a
decanter.
decanter?
Why would anyone traveling through Zendrik's vast wastes not have a decanter of endless water?
Wait a minute, you had a decanter all this time, and you let us collect rainwater and drink that nasty stuff.
You never asked.
Tell you what, we did ask for. We asked you to get us
I
through
really
without
hate
getting
you
us
right
lost, and you
now.
didn't keep us to that. So, ask, not asked. I think it's a moot point at this point.
Okay,
Imagine, Imagine if you had tried to go through the desert with a traveler's curse at your back. You could be on the other side of Zendrik by now.
I wish.
all right.
I have to agree with him. Be bear away from you, which is fine.
Okay, let us not antagonize our guide anymore. We need him. However much we don't want to, we need him. If you don't mind, particularly, could we all use your decanter to get through the day?
10 gold per day.
Ah, you
Per
got
person.
to be kidding me!
Per person.
I kind of look at Creep like, well, thankfully that only leaves a few of us then. Me and him will be fine.
hmm.
Or something.
Okay,
Is the curse the same in the desert?
The traveler's curse affects all of Zendrik.
Ah, well,
Okay.
shit.
Okay, particular.
You
We'll
can
do
find
this.
yourself even getting lost in storm reaches cities if you're not careful.
We'll do this, Petiqui. A scroll of Revivify should be about 700 gold. It's just a deck from all you owe me. I did save your man. Or do you want me to tell him he's not worth 700 gold to you?
He looks over at Kodrum, who is still alive, but wrecked up, got that big hole in his armor still, scratching at his the scars on his belly. Fine. Can use it for a time.
Hey, I knew you were kind.
He takes up his antennas start twitching as he like his eyes roll back, and he starts, well, not roll back, he's got weird bug eyes, but like he starts like doing some calculations. He said,
As you bring up a calculator.
divided by how many of you
I
guys
never knew you
actually?
had such a silver tongue, Toshli.
Well,
It's-
4 of us
It's
need
pink.
water, so
2 weeks of
I mean,
usage of
pink,
it.
silver. 2 weeks should be enough until we find our man, right?
1,000
Doubtful.
miles. We'll figure it.
After this deal with this dragon is done, we'll want to go to Melikat. There's a small tent city of sorts there. At least there should be. There was when I was there about a year ago.
That sounds like an excellent place to head to. Well, if everyone is ready, should we head to this place with this dragon?
Yeah,
Yes.
may as well.
I wish I
one
could
sec,
talk to
gotta-
Conic.
Yeah,
What?
you
These dragons are just there, like nobody can speak to them, and they can't speak to us, and they're just like, all right, okay, guys.
So as you say that, Demaya speaks in your mind. Repeat after me. Repeat after me, and start
Okay.
saying, like, slowly says some words in Draconic.
What does Draconic sound like? Give me some words, Rick. Give me some words.
Lots of R's and S's and K's and N's. harsh-
Vives. Vives.
Nuclear vessels.
Savia. What was that? What did you say?
Nuclear vessels. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nuclear vessels.
Vives, Savir, Suva, or whatever. That's what Aldrin says.
The two wormlings look at each other and just sort of nod at you.
I telepathically say to Demaya in a very curious way, What did I just say?
I told them to follow us, and they will find a proper dragon to raise them.
I smile at the two wormlings and give a thumbs up in like a really bright Cheshire Cat smile.
And with
I didn't think his mouth.
your changeling ability to change your form would make that really jarring.
Oh god, Charles, what the fuck did you like?
Oh
Thought it was
yeah,
interesting. He's bringing it up.
yeah, I've used that one before. It's not perfect, but
No.
a draconic translator is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
One sec. Patiqui, decanter uses 14 days. All right. So Urgrest gets up and claps his hands together in a very loud, booming way. So we should get going, yeah? Have a lot
Yes.
Yeah.
lot of time ahead of us.
Yes.
It's
I supp-
deadly cold, deadly hot in the day and deadly cold at night. So make sure I hope you have a change of clothes.
I've had some desert campaign. It's fine.
Thankfully, I do not have to change.
Good, you can lend me a cloak at night then.
I shrug.
I'll wrap some cloaks around me at night. We should be okay. Get a big fire going.
Oh, yes. Maybe while we walk, you can tell us about how your travels in Zendrick, Urgrest.
Had plenty of time to. Well, yeah, I suppose we could. It's probably best not to talk that much because the heat will sap the moisture from your mouth.
Oh,
Yes, that's probably a good point for the organics.
organics. Is that what we are now? Organics. I just want to repeat that to everyone. Creep called us organics.
He's
could call it-
technically- He's correct. I don't see a problem, and he's not organic.
I don't know if you know this, Toshli, but sometimes words have connotations that aren't always pleasant. Words mean more than what they mean.
You
That's-
realize that
We
I'm
could
training
also
to-
call you. We could also call you the slowborn.
Okay. Creeple.
Slowborn?
It takes you years to become fully functional.
Wow.
That's
Isn't that the same for babies?
Gentlemen, I hate to interrupt, but perhaps we should walk and preserve moisture.
I agree.
We'll be
I
fine.
And I didn't mean any offense, you see. I'm training to be a herbologist. That means that there's certain... I was simply just referring to you in the same way that a flower is organic.
I thank you for calling me a flower, but I don't think most herbologists call other people organics. It's
How many
just
her-
something to keep in mind.
No, yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
have this drawn out conversation about semantics right now. This is the best time for it. Can we not get going?
Ebonir starts walking after
All
Ugrist.
right. Yeah.
So
So
it's
I'm
best just
following.
to start walking. They'll follow eventually.
our Urgrest
Like
leads
sheep.
you farther away from the minecart. The lights sort of dimming as you leave them behind. The cool tunnels begin to heat up, and you start hearing the wisps of wind coming from outside. It's not long before you see a sliver of light coming down from a sizable hole at the top of a like pile of sand. It's a bit of a round hole, although bits of it are still covered by fallen sandstone above it. And Urgrest begins to climb with some difficulty this mound of sand leading up to the surface.
Guess we follow.
I follow close behind, making sure to keep up.
Yeah, the Patigwi's lackeys start getting that, like, heave with the axe beak to get it up the sand dunes. A lot of you trudge up there. It keeps collapsing under your feet, not enough to, like, hurt you or send you back down, but it's difficult going. And as you breach the top, you are greeted by a harsh... Oh, God, is this really... Fine, fine. You're greeted by a harsh sun overhead and a vast expanse of desert. You find yourself within a ruin that is sort of surrounded and full of massive sand dunes. What is left of the buildings just barely sticks out of the tallest ones, while at the lowest point, buildings still full of sand peek out. Many of them have been eroded by the sand and wind, but are not destroyed as much as the ones in the jungle, as they have been protected from overgrowth and such.
At least we can't get ambushed in this vast and spanning desert.
No, you'd be surprised. You can be
Oh.
blind from what's above you and what's underneath you.
I can't wait to be surprised.
Oh, God.
Yes, with those worms we saw in the cavern, there's a chance that there's could be a whole ecosystem below the sand of our feet.
Purple worms aren't uncommon here. I'll tell you that much.
Joy.
Rick, do I recognize the ruins?
They have some giant writing on them, but it looks like it was maybe a vast city, but this place has been covered up.
Okay.
You don't remember any archaeological digs of a place of this size, save for Menechtarun, which is like also a city proper.
Right.
When we get back to Shan, guys, can we just not leave again?
Just
But I-
stay
At least for a while.
So,
Big Sean.
Urgrest begins to travel with you. Do you want him to go at a slow, fast, or normal pace?
Normal pace.
Normal pace? All right.
in a new place.
We only
you know.
have to make 2 rolls for exhaustion.
I want to say fast, but yeah, normal probably is better. I want to say fast though, so we can get my idea for fast though would be to get further without using as much supplies.
Oh God! What the fuck did you roll?
I don't know.
Then again, I think we have enough supplies to afford to go a little bit slow. I'm guessing.
Yeah, let's have our first battle in the desert, shall we? That sounds good.
Oh God.
Guys, it's
Well,
like-
Well,
there's
doesn't matter apparently.
12
week of
chances for
downtime.
random encounters.
Yeah, that week of downtime is so far away. Where do we go? One hex a day or 2 hex a day?
You go 2 hexes in the desert. You don't have any... The sand is kind of hard, but there's enough downhill motion that you don't really have to worry about it.
All right.
When we go down sand dunes, can we do roly polies?
No.
That is a terrible idea.
I just
Awful idea.
I just slide down the hill, just surfing it.
You just face plant and go down straight away.
His cloak is billowing, like he makes a face plant and then his cloak just starts billowing anyway.
He doesn't have that item.
Not here.
Let's go with this map, shall we?
No, let's not. We miss it. I use Orion's. I delete 3 of them.
Sorry, man. There's only 2 of those left.
You still have 2? Shit.
He donated like a fair bit of money.
He donated $50 to me.
Hit
Thank you
win.
so much for helping me pay for my new CPU, which runs hotter than the sun, but that's okay. It's still within operating parameters.
There you go.
Yeah. Don't have to resort to liquid cooling yet, huh?
Oof. I might have to. It runs really hot,
Oh Christ!
like super hot. So
Still
rearrange
run.
yourselves. We're gonna. You guys have enough wood for like 1 campfire. You guys are gonna might have to make a concerted effort to properly.
There's nothing else to chop
Yeah.
up one of the Warforged. Wait a
Are
second.
we resting? Is this a camp
Yes.
that we get
at-
attacked?
This is at night. This is at night.
Oh, okay.
How do you guys have any tents?
Yes.
Oh, okay, if it's at night, yeah.
Yeah, I think we got tents.
Ebonir is using control flames all the time to keep this fire going.
Creep is just playing with something in his hands
How many,
right
how
now.
many tents do you guys have?
We have we have like a tent for 2 people.
Ebony, that
Yeah, I
looks
have one,
tiresome.
and I think Aldrin has one.
Holy
What?
shit, Urgrist is a huge
What?
motherfucker.
He's a
Yeah, he
giant,
is.
man. What do you
that
want?
looks tiresome, Ebony. Why you keep doing that? You don't have
Keeping
to.
the flame up? Yes.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that much wood.
So yeah, over the course of the day, Patiqui does share the decanter of endless water. Every time you guys get a bit low, he refills it for you. You guys have the
What a
dog.
guy.
I guess he lets the dog drink too because he's a soft spot for
Yeah.
animals.
Oh. We still
Ver-
have the dog? How precious.
Verolian
Yeah.
doesn't seem too bothered by the heat though, because he is fucking immune to fire. Doesn't
Urgrist, you mean?
not care.
Agrest.
You said
Yeah.
Verolian.
No, she shares it with he shares it with Verolian. So let's get a watch order up.
Not it.
I'll go
I'll
first.
offer-
Why not?
Who is on let's see. Order
I guess.
Okay,
I
where's
mean,
the
I would
order
RP with whoever I have watched, but we're gonna get attacked. So it doesn't really matter.
I think I'm first, or are we not using the party sheet watch order thing?
I've got it open right
I
now.
think I'm last. I think I'm last.
Well, I'm first for.
Who's on second watch?
I'll go on second watch. I don't need to sleep.
All right. And Annika and Tasha, what are you guys doing?
Oh, whatever needs to be done. Or I can just
Well,
keep watch with
from the
Annika.
looks of it, is the night covered? Because
So
Tranquility
there's
and Creep can do 8 hours each, right?
You can do
Yeah,
4.
technically, me and
they can technically do it, but
Oh wait, no,
In
they do
their-
4 hours each. don't
in their state, they're not exactly.
They need to rest.
the most watchful. All right.
we just need 4 hours apiece. and then the
Unfortunately,
rest-
Tranquility and Creep make me some con saves.
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh God!
Yes.
Something attacks the Warforge.
No, make some con saves. Okay.
Okay.
But
Uh,
oh God,
I am a martial
Okay.
type. I'll be fine.
So you guys feel a bit drained by just the amount of heat beating down on you.
oh, we're overheating.
I didn't think we could do that.
Do you two need liquid cooling?
You are not immune. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You guys are not immune to the exhaustion effects of weather.
Okay, then
Okay,
I think I know what I'm going to be doing from now on. So this is just at night. Like I start to realize, oh man, okay.
Yeah,
it's
you
gotten
feel
hot.
absolutely wiped. Not enough to get exhaustion, but enough that it feels a bit
That-
bad.
I realize I'm probably going to have to do something about it.
You probably can't be on watch for 4 hours. Right?
can I
Okay,
make
oh.
can I make the dog?
Well,
watch?
at nighttime it's fine. It's during the day that's gonna be a problem.
We'll be fine.
Oh no, those are for the days. Those con saves are for the day.
Yes, those are for the days.
Okay.
Yeah, at nighttime the deserts usually get cooler to freezing cold. I think anyway.
Yes,
Yeah. Fucking,
it is.
fucking.
Soon
amazing,
after the
right?
sun goes down, the temperature plummets. Like it just
Oh.
it goes from like 120 degrees Fahrenheit to like 50. No,
Oh,
even colder than
Jesus
that.
fuck.
Probably like in the 40s.
Ebonir is like hovering, is right near the fire.
Yeah.
He keeps making it bigger and bigger as long as he can.
But do you need help making the fire? It looks nice, huh?
It's really not. I pretty much could do it without even thinking about it. It's one of the
Okay.
things that was bestowed upon me by the Dauka. But
By the who?
the Dauka.
Who are the donkey?
They're the things.
Creeple.
But
Don't-
never mind.
What? Have we been over this? The beings
No.
that gave me this power.
No, you've never told me any of this.
Oops, I closed the window by
Yeah,
accident. I was
powers?
trying to minimize it.
Like superpowers?
Thank you.
No, magic. And I make the flame go bigger again. That is from the Dauka.
Oh, I know that too. And I catapult, whatever its name. I know magic too. I catapult one of the wheels on the wagon.
No, don't do that.
I
Fortunately,
should go-
Luckily, the wheels are attached to the wagon.
It's
So you
slightly
cannot.
different. Let me explain.
Okay.
You studied magic, right? And you learned to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not. I was a librarian, and then a
Me
Dauka,
too.
disguised as a student, came in and tried to steal a book. And when I stopped him, he did something to me, and then all of a sudden I could cast magic. I never learned any of this. I just do it.
I feel like there's some steps you're missing.
Nope, that's pretty much how it happened.
What do you mean he did stuff to you?
Well, I don't know if I can explain it. We got into a struggle. We
Hmm?
wrestled. He
I like wrestling.
not this way.
Of course, Rusty does.
He changed his slightly. He put his hand on my chest. Something felt really wrong, and then I set the library on fire.
Those are just things. Huh. These things about what you said.
Really, no one in our party talked to you about this. Has no one told you about this?
No, the only person that talks to me is either Annika or you to tell me to shut up.
I've talked to you before. That's not very fair.
You have, but lately you're kind of weird.
But didn't you talk to Aldrin a bit? I'm sure Aldrin shares this stuff.
Yeah, but which one?
What do you mean, which one?
There's Aldrin the White. Something about a woman?
They're all Aldrin. That's the point. Aldrin just changes his shape. He's Do you have a hard time following along with stories? Is that a challenge you might have?
No, just get bored.
Oh,
But
I
do
can
you need help with
understand
the? Do you need help with the fire?
no. Look, I'm doing it without even thinking. Look, I'll close my eyes. Bigger, bigger, bigger.
While he's closing his eyes, Josh gonna take an alchemist fire and throw it in the fire.
Like fucking gasoline or something. Just.
Yeah.
Whoa!
The fire
Whoa.
suddenly like quadruples in size.
Oh, maybe you should look at it. That's dangerous.
I guess I'm getting stronger. I need to be more careful. And Aldrin, Evanir kind of like sits on his hands and just like waits for a little bit.
All right.
Amazing.
So as the night goes on, and it's actually a bit close to dawn. Let me see. Put the doggo over by
Did we set a watch
Tashley.
order?
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
in
get
the
it.
it's in the party sheet.
I was on the false.
Oh.
I was on the false. Oh
I
wait.
don't know
no.
how to change mine.
Yeah, we can't seem to change it. So
Just tell me what yours is.
Well,
First-
if everyone's taking a shift, I'll do like the fifth one.
There is no
Uh,
fifth watch.
No, it's
Right.
not.
Oh, well, then we're fine.
All right. One sec. I have to.
I don't like when Rick makes that face.
This is
That's a-
Femmers. We're recreating Femmers, guys.
oh god.
All right.
So get on
Ebeneer's,
solid
Bacon.
land.
Ebeneer's asleep.
Yeah.
Tranquility is meditating. Everyone else is asleep. Even Urgrest is like over here by this rock, conked out.
Just all of a sudden a loud billowing.
Oh god.
Fucking shakes the whole
Holy
cap.
Okay, I
Oh,
want to be in
Jesus.
this tent.
That's Dalla's tent. Well, yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
damn it. I'm moving anyway.
Stop. So Aldrin, you're kind of sat alone. Patikwi has gone off to is like not whittling something. Patikwi's just like poking at the fire as it's starting to go out. And you suddenly feel a one sec, I gotta check that you're okay. You feel a tingling in the back of your mind.
Can I open avenues to? Is it do I know if it's like telepathy or anything like that? Because I was psionic once, back in the day, Rick. I'm familiar with this.
It's
The other world.
It's not that. It's coming from Tranquility, who suddenly opens his eyes. Tranquility, your quarterstaff of warning is vibrating. Jimmy? Can't hear you.
Son of a bitch. Sorry, So I open my eyes and I kind of telepathically message everyone in the party who can respond. We're in trouble.
You just see in your dreams,
Ebeneer
you
is
just see
still asleep.
tranquility appear.
Alright. So I message everyone who responds. If you don't respond, I come up and wake you physically.
What?
Yeah.
What?
As you get up,
Oh, good.
you can see some figures approaching in the pre-dawn, the twilight of dawn. They are strange, humanoid, although a bit hulking, with
Oh.
multiple sets of limbs.
Do they look friendly, Rick?
No,
Do
they
they
don't.
look like? Do they look like
Really?
Patikwi?
They look like Patikwi.
Oh shit!
Ogress, Ogress.
No, no. The moment Tranquility gets up, they start attacking.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh fuck!
Oh boy.
Oh.
Right, so I kind of will go to make a whistle then. Like I was going to telepathic everyone and then stand up, but yeah, it's
I
fine.
love to imagine Aldrin sees these figures and goes, "Hail, friends!" and then Tranquility just jumps up and all shit goes to hell.
Oh jeez.
I mean, at this rate, it's kind of true. It's what's happened.
Well, we have the high ground.
All right, initiative's being rolled.
Quarry warrior, and then this shit goes to hell.
Initiative has been rolled.
Shit.
These figures jump in, being quite silent. I guess I
Wow,
got
that
tokens.
motherfucker's fast.
Being quite silent, they hurry in very quickly. They have advantage on that too. Let's see. Toshli, are you inside or outside a tent?
I'm inside the tent.
Okay.
God damn it.
You've sort of forced your way. Oh, what about the dog? Is the dog in there with you too?
No,
The-
the dog's outside.
No, he is on the dog. What are you talking about?
Okay, these guys are all
I
inside.
Technically, going by like size rules, 3 of us can fit in the tent, so long as 2 of them are Annika and Toshli.
Did you
Yeah.
not ever give us a long rest there, Rick? Or
If,
You have not finished the long
and
rest.
if Annika and Toshi
No,
just
we-
squeeze
we-
together,
no,
that
we-
works.
No.
Oh, we haven't
Yeah.
finished this long rest.
Two
but
Yeah,
creatures
we
can
haven't
fit in
finished
the
this
tent.
one, right?
I still healing drafted, so I wasn't sure. Like, wait, didn't I?
No, you should be unhealing drafted. No.
Yeah, but all of us are healing drafted.
Now the only person that should be is me because I healing draft earlier today.
All right, so I guess I can't remove it.
It'll have to be Toshli. So this thing like moves quietly and jumps up here, and just starts stabbing wildly at the first person he can stab.
Quick one thing, Rick.
What?
How do I remove healing draft from them?
You just hit the little head icon next
Yeah.
to our names and
Do we have healing? Do we have lessons in tactics? Because I still have it
No.
on me.
Oh no, yeah, no.
Well, yeah, no, you don't have.
Does
the...
it expire at the beginning or
What?
the end of the rest?
Well, you guys don't have temper. You never did anything to give them it again.
And-
So, all right, let me. We're taking a bit too much time on this, so I'm gonna. Oh, they have like nothing. Annika, you're getting attacked. And do we really not have the variants in here? What the hell?
Variants.
The variants with like the
Oh.
weapons. Oh well. I'll just have to make believe. So this thing tears with its claws, doesn't manage to get you, and then looks in and just gets down and bites Annika. She is suddenly.
Oh.
Actually, no, she's asleep.
Oh no.
So yeah, this is a crit.
No.
Tranquility didn't wake us up in time.
No.
I guess not. Sorry, guys.
Let's see. Ooh. You failed
No.
con save.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had
You
to disappear.
are poisoned for the next minute.
Oh, rip.
You repeat the save at the end of your turn. All right, we're taking a bit too long on this. Tranquility, take your turn.
All right, so I'm going to. We're in trouble loudly at this point, deciding that fucking caution to the wind, and I'm just going to teleport right next to this guy.
All right.
The bonus action, just and a Booyakasha. Oh boy.
You have advantage.
Yes, I do.
Doesn't matter.
I'll
You hit.
Alright, well, maybe I get a crit. Fine. So, kick. And I'm gonna punch him again.
All right. And that one misses as he parries your blow.
Alright.
Dala,
shut-
Dala looks like she was about to get out of her tent and then goes back in. Nah, I'm not having this. Threat Queen 5 is going to jump up here and is actually going to uses its claws to cut the ropes that the axe beak is connected to, and like slaps it. He slaps it on the hind end. Threat Queen 2
No.
is going to jump up here, just vaults itself up this hill, and like scrambles up, getting next to the cart. Verolian had just snapped out of her trance, and she's getting attacked.
Wait, France? Oh yeah, elves.
Yeah, she's an elf.
I mean, she's a drow, right? Are drows elves?
Yes.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
Dark elves. Also, it's
Oh,
drow.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
just racist, ignorant.
Fuck you guys.
Wow, Matthew. Wow.
It's also it's drow also. So he claws and claws at her, but she just like holds up her arms and takes it, and he's like, this axe beak is gonna fucking run. It lets out a loud and starts just booking it.
Oh god.
Yeah,
We gotta get that action
It
back.
runs away. All right, Thryking 3 is going to vault over here.
Ah, shit.
And is going to attack Tranquility and miss. And
Bad news, bad news. Bad day, bad day, bad day, bad day.
I got complication points.
No! Fucker.
I'll use it on one on the bite.
Ow.
So as it misses its claw, its bite comes in and grabs you on the arm for 4 damage. And you manage to succeed on the save. Okay, Thrycreen 8 is going to move up here and is going to like rip open the tent and go for the still sleeping Ebonir. Who, well, still sleeping, just about to get up.
Like, what is all that? No!
And he just bites you around the throat for 13 damage. I bet you passed the save against the poison with flying colors. Annika, you are poisoned and prone.
So I woke up to getting. Oh Christ! Yeah, I'm prone. God
Getting
damn
the
it! That
shit
ruined
bit
my
out of
plan.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to use like half my movement to get up.
Yep.
Uh,
That works.
The thing I plan to use isn't going to work then. Oh well, rip. Okay. We're gonna use 15 feet to get up and then go, so it'd be like 5, 10, 15 to there.
As you do,
I know, yeah.
Thrycreen 1 lashes out at you as it sees you escape through the tent, but
No.
misses.
Yeah, it sucks to be. I could have used one of my disengages though, to be fair. Oh well. Save that resource. And like, as everything is spinning and I'm bleeding from the face apparently, I'm just going to see these blurry figures approaching and I'm going to cast a web. What is it? Control click?
For what?
To make a square.
It's control and left and right click at the same time.
Ah.
Your web is very big, though.
It's 40 feet, isn't it?
The 40-foot cube, yes.
Let's...
Actually, it's
control...
shift.
Oh, it's shift. Yeah, I was saying it was...
Oh. Well, I was wrong. I was holding down the button and everything.
There we go. Sweet.
Okay, fine.
Well, how do I move it?
Ebenir's not included. The middle of the square.
Oh, the middle of the square. Sweet.
Middle of the square, yes.
It's going to go there.
All right.
Hang on.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in range. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that hits everyone in all of those Thrycreen. So go ahead and control click them and do the save.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so like it stumbles out, avoiding the like swipe from the Thrycreen, just sees these figures moving up and just like flings her arms out and little strands appear. And as soon as I remember,
all right.
Save. Yeah.
All right, the two in the back fail. So,
Sweet.
all right. Make a con save.
Make a con save. That's why I'm good at these guys.
All right, you are You snap out of the poison. Your vision snaps back. Verolian quickly grabs the longsword that was next to her, and will do some slashing. Do some slashing with it.
I'm sure she needs advantage.
Yeah, she hits, slashes for 13 damage, initiating system shock with the first hit, and slices and misses. She is going to disengage as a bonus action and move back.
What the fuck is she? Holy hell!
Yeah, I don't know. What could she be?
Like some weird fighter.
Noel hears the sound and is gonna stumble out, grab his crossbow, get up.
Grab the axe pick. It's running.
Patikwi, and then all the Thrycreens look. And Patikwi's like, "It's me, you idiot." And then he turns his crossbow on this dude and shoots at him, and hits him.
It's just
Poor Batiqui.
right here.
Aldrin.
They all look alike.
The rig about alternative
racist.
uses of things. If I manage to get into range of this axe beak, could I use bolstering voice, any sort of like psionic empowered speeches to try and kind of like calm the axe beak? If I was at range.
That would honestly probably just make it run faster. It's not very smart.
Fuck!
Oh, shh. Oh, metagaming, can't do it.
What if I did the charm thing, Rick? What if I did the charm thing?
Charm thing, you'd probably slow it down, maybe. Not
Yes,
sharing. What effect? Show me it. Yeah.
Okay. So Aldrin starts running, like dashing. He jumps over this cliff and does like a roll and continues on all the ways down to 60 feet, which is the sack speed, range of sack speed.
Okay.
Dashing. Oh wait. Do I dash?
Yeah, you'd have to.
Oh shit. just chasing this axe beak then. I don't have an.
All
Okay,
right.
can I action point instead?
For another
For
another
the free
dash. Yeah, sure.
And then
That's it.
he uses. Then
Alright,
he
give-
uses.
Give that wisdom
Yes,
save
yeah.
on that old axe beak.
Is it a wise?
It's,
Oh, it's so wise. It's so wise.
that was a nat 20. It is not having
son of a
any of it. It got woken out of a sound sleep to a Thrycreen slapping it on the ass.
Baka!
Well,
Ah.
alright, Thrycreen 4. This thing is actually going to vault up here and attack Noel.
No.
Nod.
Slashes at him, hits him,
Oh shit.
bites him, con save, fail, he's poisoned, claws at him, and misses. Alright, Creep. You are awake.
All right. I'm going to peer out of the tent carefully. Who immediately looks hurt already? Like as far as Thrycreens.
Thrycreen 1.
Asshole here, asshole here.
Thrycreen 1 who can just see through the opening in the tent is. He's been
Alright.
punched a bit.
So I peer out the opening of the tent, and I use the line of sight to snap my fingers and start ringing the bells.
Alright.
This is on
Hey.
Thrycreen 1.
As the bells toll, a gray cloud appears around him. Roll that save on him. And he passes.
Dang
Whips
it.
around and looks at you as you cast a spell and clicks his tongue at you. Patiqui is going to run up to this guy attacking his dudes. Not having any of that. And start shouting at a strange language. I don't know what that was that I just did. But yeah.
Great, that's what that was.
We just hit the
Oh
button.
god.
And just takes his short sword, stabs the Thrycreen once, and misses the next one. All right, Ebonir, it's your turn.
Question. Can I see the axe beak?
Everyone's going for the XP.
In the tent? No. You can see the Thrycreen 8. So your tent is actually closed, but Thrycreen 8
Okay.
has, like, ripped a hole in it to bite you. And still it kind of has its mandibles around your neck.
Okay, but I've heard the axe beak make sounds.
You
and take
hear
off.
you hear chaos outside.
Okay.
I suppose outside you also see a big mound of massive webbing.
Right. So okay. So right now I can't see the axe beak, so I have no idea what's
No.
going on.
No.
Okay. So I can't help. Sorry, Aldrin, you're on your own.
It's fine.
So Ebonir, seeing this Thrycreen standing over him, kind of whirls his head a little bit. Can I see out the tent at all?
You can see the web past it. You've got like a, not that, like this is your line of sight out the tent.
Shit. Okay. So Ebonir reaches up with his free hand and can I stand up?
Oops.
What did you do? Yeah, you
I
can.
ruined my shit. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it.
Ebonir has got the mandibles on his throat. He kind of rolls to the side and rolls himself up, and then takes his free hand and just slams into the Thrycreen's chest. And we'll use come on, brain, talk. Shocking grasp.
All right.
While using Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
Nice.
That
There you go.
advantage.
That's how you do it.
That is a hit. His lightning energy spasms through the Thrycreen for 13 damage.
Alright, and then I'm gonna move 15 feet this way.
You get up and quickly move, opening up the tent and stumbling out into a scene of chaos. You can see Aldrin down the way, just in like what little moonlight there is in the pre-dawn hours, running after the axe beak, who is much faster than him.
Okay, and knowing that this is a bad situation, Ebonir will now start speaking really rapidly, quickly, as he'll use 2 sorcery points and a form emerges, a spectral form emerges out of him, starts casting a spell, and he dimensions door on top of the axe peak.
All right.
But to make it repeat on the other side.
First off,
Um,
roll wild magic
First.
with like a plus 8,
9.
plus 9.
9.
It's 4.
Oh
Dimension
god,
door's
fire.
level 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
Fireball on yourself. Kill everybody. Here we go.
That has to happen after my spell, though, right? It happens after the spell effect. Oh, let me get the book.
I believe it's when you cast.
It's when you
So
cast
it's-
it.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
it is does
so
when
as-
you cast me.
So as you cast the spell, your secondary form begins to distort, and eyes begin to pop up on its spectral form, and then swirl around, opening out, getting. Yeah, I have to open up confusion.
I don't have confusion. Oh, wait, I
That's
do.
fine.
Wait, I do.
Do you?
I do. Hold on. It is a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point you choose.
All right, so it's centered on you. So
Right,
it's like
so it's
this.
a 10-foot sphere.
So it is going to hit you and Verolian. So target you and, yeah, Verolian.
Okay.
You both, so she succeeds with flying colors. You, however, are confused.
Of course. We're confused by just looking at this display.
But now I land on the axe peak because the spell
Yes.
still takes
Why
effect.
am I on this fucking chicken? What the hell?
All right.
So
I'll keep the
you wanna-
confusion spell open for a bit. So yeah,
Okay, you wanna move me
also
on?
roll me an athletics check.
Not immediately fall.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or an animal handling check, your choice.
too late.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rolled animal handling, but it's too late now.
Okay. Yeah, even if it was a 2, like 2 plus what?
1.
Yeah. So yeah, you land on top of it, and then like you are so dizzy that you immediately just fall off to the ground, and the axe just
But it's okay because next round you'll be in range to slow it.
you get inspiration for trying that though, so congratulations. The mastiff begins barking up a storm. Arrow, 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 arrow.
Get him, boys! Get him!
Peyton's gonna get out and pull out. It's like Patikwi. It's like I'm right here. Gonna move over here, pull up his light crossbow and fire at this dude, and get in that one and miss. Urgrest is like, what?
Wait, which one's the real you?
What are...
Me, asshole!
Oh, filthy crean is going to stand up and just take his fist and just bring it down. Like the guy you're fighting, Tranquility, that fist just comes down. What's the point of... You can like pop out attacks from the tracker, but like can't actually use them from that
Wow.
pop out. Yeah, I think an 18 is gonna hit.
Wow, he's like actually crushing a bug.
Yeah.
I mean, comparatively.
To smash, and then brings up his leg, and he might have missed. Either of those would have hit. So yeah, he just smashes that guy and moves over a little bit. Filthy Crean. Threat Crean 7 is going to.
Thanks, Argrest.
It's like, how do you escape web? Did you link the web in the thing?
I got it.
Who used web, by the way?
Oh no,
it was Annika.
Annika.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Why? What? Why is there another?
No, well, because he's gonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
you'll
I'm
see.
all for this. We've not got any allies.
Make
in
a strength check against DC, what is it, 13? 15?
there.
15.
My DC, 15, I believe. I've got a.
Tashley. Well, the DC of the web. Tashley, it's your turn. You're awake.
Oh
Oh,
no.
what's going on? I see just a hint of the web.
Yeah, you just see Creek casting spells at some mysterious form, and Annika, like, got her cloak billowing everywhere.
Love it.
You don't have any more movement. You had to get up and then move.
Oh, right.
So, like,
I was sleeping.
yeah.
Got something called kinetic gauntlets. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah. Oh, just
You're gonna hit the cart, is what you're saying.
what? No, I'm gonna throw fire over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's gonna kinetic
Oh,
gauntlet.
oh no.
Yeah, he
Oh,
just
all
like
right.
in an arc.
Yeah, you see this guy struggling within the confines of this fine web, and then just take it and just like whooshunk out of your hand. All right, they both. Oh, one of them succeeds somehow.
Toshley
Oh.
failed.
Why did you
Doesn't matter. The web's on fire now.
stop targeting yourself? Jesus.
Can't
Stop hitting yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to heal
Like,
myself now.
Uh,
So it's gonna do damage to me.
It's not. You don't have yourself targeted, so it won't. It takes 12 damage. What is the damage it does? 2d4 fire?
2d4 at the start of the turn, but then it spreads through every part of the web, and
Yeah.
everyone that's in the web
So-
has to start.
So at the start of Toshli's next turn, that web will be gone. Garvor is going to get
I
out.
do love this music.
I was like, Patikwi, I've got your back. Comes out here, pulls out his scimitar, slashes at this thing, hits, slashes one of its
Patikwi-
arms for 4.
Patuki's over there, like, see, he's going to get a raise because he knew
Yeah,
who
he's
I
like,
was.
he's the real friend. He knows who I am.
So the Silver Dragon Wormlings get up and are kind of confused.
Wait, why are the Bugmen fighting each other? God damn it.
Cauldron's gonna get out and
Hey, move it.
is. I didn't want to grab that. Oh my god. Stop grabbing the tent. Gonna move over here, grab its scimitar, and slice and dice. Slashes everyone teaming up in Thrycreen 4. Thrycreen 6 takes 2d4 fire damage. But is going to be freed next turn. Yeah, the Wormlings are still just confused. They're not doing anything. Alright, Thrycreen 1 is... Oh, man. Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Hella dead.
Tranquility.
Never. Alright. I'm a sidestep right on over here then. And we're going to just lay some paint onto this guy here
You hit him.
with a crack. And I'm gonna follow it up with another crack.
That one misses as he dodges underneath it.
Alright, well it's fine because I'm gonna spin a key point and I'm going to flurry of blows here.
You suddenly start moving with mysterious speed, and yet he parries you with his claws. That one lands. You punch him in his chitinous stomach for 9 damage. He's looking pretty bad. Thrycreen 5 takes 2d4 damage as the fire begins to spread quickly. He is then going to move out of here and go after Annika, who dared to cast that spell. Yeah. Oh, that's a crit.
Oh no.
So he slashes you across the face for 12 damage.
Oh jeez, that's the second crit you've taken today.
Thrycreen 2 just takes 2d4 fire damage and then just jumps like straight up out of the thing and then vaults across.
Oh Jesus.
Also coming up to you. It's time to bully Annika.
About time.
And that's oh god, your AC's so high.
Wow.
This axe beak continues
Squawk.
to run away.
Opportunity attack. Oh. Wait, no.
For non-lethal damage?
Wait, what attack?
An opportunity attack.
Opportunity attack?
You're I mean, Ebonir can't take reactions, he's confused.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Yeah, he starts running away.
This map is big, Rick, because we're gonna be chasing it.
Thrycreen 3 is going to see the giant and start speaking in Thrycreen. Is actually going to disengage and then just vault over this way, and then keeps going. Thrycreen 8 is going to come up around here.
Well, we're only on round 2. My God.
And is going to bite Noel. Yes. Going to claw
Noel's
Noel.
okay.
Getting that one. All right, Annika, it's your turn.
Yeah, cool. Right, I know what I'm doing. So having just been horribly slashed in the face, Annika's gonna like unshoulder her cannon, which she presumably dragged out of the tent with her, and just like move to aim it, and then as the Thrycreen presumably tries to dodge, just like roll through his legs. I'm not actually gonna do that. I'm gonna go around here using my nimble escape.
Okay.
To get to there. And we're going to take careful aim at this dude who's still, I think it's 7 who's still stuck.
Yes. Well, they're both still stuck. They won't be unstuck until the web is gone.
Gotcha, cool. Well, then we'll aim at Thrycreen 6, who's not as hurt.
Fire through the web, leaving a 1-foot diameter hole, and hit it for 24 damage with a loud boom.
That's fine.
Verolian is going to gracefully turn around and... Oh, god damn it. I might have to re-add her to the combat tracker. Swings around and crits this Thrycreen, chopping its head clean off. Moves over with yet another graceful step and slices once more for 19 damage. It did not take it suffers from system shock as it keels over. It can't take reactions and has disadvantage on attacks and ability checks. Noel is going to go at the person that just hit him. Oh, Noel is poisoned and misses, but is no longer poisoned. Oh, there's now 2 Noels on the combat tracker. All right, Aldrin, it's your turn.
Ah, son of a bitch. So how far away is this Axebeak from me?
About 50 feet that way. He's kind of slowed down a bit.
Makes sense, right? You know, man is the best long-range runner. Axebeak's not so much. So Aldrin's gonna run 30 feet. Rick, so you know this swarm tactics thing. Can I use that on myself? Or is it just other people?
Good point. By written, you can do it on yourself.
Can I do it on myself, though?
Yes.
Am I allowed to? Okay, great. Shit, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so Aldrin just shouts, "You can do this." And runs past Ebony, who's just on the ground like, oh no. Runs up to the Axebeak. Gets his... Oh god, this is awful. Can I try and, like, do an animal handling check to try and calm it down, you know?
You might want to get on it first.
Oh, can I jump on it?
Yeah. You can try to mount it with an athletics or animal handling check. Actually, probably just athletics, now that I think about it. Because it's on you, not
Put your
trying
glasses
to...
on, Matthew.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It's... It happened.
At 15, you manage to grab the Axebeak, and... Oh, let's see if he shakes you off.
Please don't shake me off.
As you grab and are just about up on it, he stops, and you, like, slide forward and, like, topple off of him.
I take up my.
It looks down at you and recognizes you and is gonna stop. Thrycreen 4 is going to disengage and hop over here, and keep going. Severely injured and creep.
All right. I'm going to. Yeah, you know what? Just this guy right in front of me, the Thrycreen 5 guy.
Okay.
I am going to crawl out of my tent because at this point, like, there's no point in me staying in here. They're probably gonna stab me eventually.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay behind this dog, and I'm in Toshley. Snap my fingers, looking this Thrycreen 5 in the eyes, and hope that he doesn't get lucky again.
We'll see.
Because this is either gonna look really cool or really dumb.
All right, roll the save.
Just trying to drag it. It's getting a little bit of latency.
The bells toll once again, and it shakes it off without a single glance. It's
Okay. Creep is getting annoyed. Like, my god.
It's very, very strong. Batikwi takes his short sword, stabs twice at this thing, and is parried both times. Evanir, roll a yeah. You just sort of sit there on the ground, like staring up at the sky, which is just full of so many eyes looking down at you, and you are just like filled with this sense of dread that keeps you in place, and you are still confused.
Yeah.
Mastiff 1 is gonna bite this thing. Oh, like it jumps over this thing and like starts biting at it and just biting at it and mauls the Thrycreen to death. It is a horrific sight.
That's so amazing.
Payton pulls out a scimitar, goes for this, and misses. Urgress is gonna. Urgress reaches toward the boulder behind him and just breaks off a chunk of rock and just throws it at Thrycreen 8 and hits for and he underhand tosses it and it just lands and smushes him into the ground.
Gross.
There's still a chance for those guys to escape. Thrycreen 7 is no longer restrained. Actually, no, he's still restrained.
Take fire damage.
Yeah, he was at the bottom. See if he can escape. Sorry, what's the DC of your actual cloak?
Oh, the cloak.
DC 13. So he manages to get out and starts hauling ass, and he escapes. Toshly, it is your turn.
Who escaped?
Thrycreen 6. I'll just remove him. Oh, that was Thrycreen 7. Thrycreen 7 escaped.
Oh, is he actually running away?
Yeah.
That's an Anisha then. So I tend to corner and say, "There's one." Oh, that's Batikwi. Never mind. So only one guy left, right?
Oh no, I accidentally closed the map on myself.
Although there's two guys up there, right? 3, 4?
They are running away right now.
No, nothing much to do.
Okay.
I guess I'll just go here. Actually, that's way too much movement. Here.
What are you doing? Okay. God. And you're targeting yourself again, by the way.
Just gonna throw acid at the guy because I don't see him running.
All right.
I don't
see him running.
Yeah, the web is burning away, and he's about to run. Oh, he's Sorry, one sec. Don't deal damage. He should not be restrained anymore. Do it again, please. Yeah, he is. Oh God, the poor fool.
Yeah, I just throw acid at him. Oh no.
And he is covered with it, and just
See, I don't need the gun, Ninika.
Fucking award-winning performance.
Thank you.
Are you guys gonna
Not
go
you.
after the guys who are running away?
Yes, I am going to go after the ones running away.
Okay. Garvor is like, is everyone okay? That's different Noel.
Evil Noel.
Ultraman's like, yeah, I'm fine. Tranquility.
Okay. So, first thing first, just shadow step right in front of these two. Just... So, what I do is when I shadow step, the black figure of me comes up and I punch my fist right through his throat and just hold his corpse right there, dropping him, and I'm going to hit
his chitin just shatters beneath your force.
And this guy, and I'm going to spend a key point here to try to stun him.
Okay. Fails.
All right, and so when he falls, I'm going to, if it's okay now, throw my heavy metallic form on top of him and telepathically link to him and say, "Do not resist. I have many questions for you."
Roll an intimidation check. He struggles. He tries to struggle a bit, and then stop struggling.
Okay.
And that is combat.
Yay!
Okay. So, if you guys want to do something else really quick, I'm going to try to get some answers out of him before the party shows up to question what the hell happened.
Does she goes back to sleep?
Alternate. I mean, Ebonir is just sitting on the ground staring.
Yeah, Aldrin tries to like Ebonir, and seeing no response, just like picks him up and puts him on the axe peak, and then starts leading the axe peak back to camp. Like
wait a
holding
minute,
his hand so he doesn't fall off.
Ebonir is just staring. He like looks up and he sees a star and he just stares at it for a few minutes.
Sparkle, sparkle, pretty bright.
It's adorable. It's so adorable.
Annika heads back towards the fire, like cursing horribly in Goblin and like wiping the blood away from her face.
Nice. Okay, so if I can, I want to ask him: does he know of like the king of the Thrycrane? This flaming sword or like powerful rod wielding like Thrycrane, the one that we're looking for.
He clicks his mandibles and wiggles his antenna. You cannot understand him.
Oh fuck, that's right. I guess
One-way communication.
right.
If
All right.
If it was proper telepathy, mystic telepathy.
Mystic telepathy is also one way.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Don't even.
You could do the mind meld thing though. That was different.
Yeah, that's true. That was true.
Remember when you used that on
I got an idea.
this
So-
that you killed?
Fuck you.
So I'm
Remember when
going
you
to.
tormented that child.
I'm going to tell him. I'm going to telepathically tell him he's coming with me to answer some questions, and I'm going to lift him up by his bigger arms and like try to somehow grab his smaller arms, and I'm going to bring him to Petiqui.
Okay.
So, Petiqui.
What are you doing? You should just bring that one down. Desert raiders with no real concept for life.
I want you to ask him if he knows about the Thrycrane king. I think. God, it's been so long since we've even talked about him.
Yeah. He takes out a pair of coconuts and starts jamming them together.
What
They
type
have
of swallow were they carried by?
Yeah, they have this conversation that's pretty quick, all things considered. Apparently, these ones were exiled for not bending a knee to him.
Where is he?
Yeah, they start speaking again. I don't want to keep making that sound. Yeah. Say he's far to the west. Not very much help. Wouldn't be able to navigate. Wouldn't be able to lead you there if they had a map.
All right, but he does know he exists then, and does have a faint idea of where we might be able to go, or at least be able to tell you, or no.
Told you this one is useless.
All right. Well, with that, I just.
Yeah. You crush his skull beneath your feet.
Yeah,
Is-
basically.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What?
Was there any need?
Particularly suggested that he was worthless.
What, so you just get rid of things that aren't worth anything to you?
It's late. We should sleep.
No. How about we don't? How about we have a talk about this, yeah? Because Look, I've been more than generous with this, right? You started going a bit screwy off the deep end, and we let it happen. And then with the dragon, and holy fuck, what was that? And we didn't say anything. We did, but it wasn't anything of consequence. And now again, like, what reason did you have? You could just let him go. He was running away anywhere. We got what information we could of him. What does it matter what happens to him now?
He might have been dangerous, or he might have just died alone. Either way, this was a much better answer than to just leave him.
Oh, what? So if anyone has the slightest chance of dying by themselves, best to just kill them now, right? Well, I guess we should all commit mass suicide then.
He was just a raider, right? How many people could he have hurt? I look at Petiqui, like, I guess. He could have hurt a lot of people, right?
What? And where any different?
At least we don't attack people in the middle of the night. People who...
What difference does that make? Do you remember way back when we were... When Creep drained that soldier who was running away, that random bandit?
Yeah.
And how mad you got at him for doing the exact same thing that you did? Except he was doing it for a purpose. Not going to talk about his morals. But he had a reason. What was your reason? Just because?
He was very dangerous.
I mean, clearly not. I mean, Annika's still bleeding from the face. Clearly not, though. Like, we put them down easily, effortlessly almost. These kinds of people aren't really... We can deal with them, all right? What would he have done? Come back with more of his friends? Hey, I know a heavily armored group of people who are traveling across the desert. Why don't we try that again? They've got a giant with them.
I just kind of feel like I don't see why it's a problem.
Because this is the whole point. This is the whole problem. Did you not remember the corridor? How everyone was fucked up? Like, this is the only way... It's in our hands, right? That's... all of that, that's the worst possible scenario. I hope. I want to believe. It's on us now, right? We gotta do the best we can to not become those things. Some rap time.
I don't. My fucking computer keeps blocking for some reason. So Tranquility just kind of sits and thinks on it for a moment. I believe I made the right decision.
I believe you're wrong. Like, what happened to you? I know we're coming back to this, but out of all of us, you're the one who had some kind of moral compass, right? I mean, do you remember, like, back in Shan, you were saying to me, hey, you need to stop this killing people, even when they were actively trying to kill us. This guy was running away, and you turn around and go, no, he's not worth anything to us now. Get rid of him. You need to think about what this is doing to you. What's doing to all of us.
I don't think that keeping him around would have helped anyone.
Would it have hurt?
It might have. It might have hurt a lot of people.
And so because people do bad things at one point, that's it? No excuses, no redemption?
That doesn't seem to be the way of things.
Well then, I killed that guy who was driven crazy by that mouther. No redemption for me, right?
He was twisted. There was no reason for him to be around. He was just going to keep hurting and murdering people. And that
And
mouth.
you were so bent on saving him. Who knows? You could have done it.
I was foolish for thinking otherwise.
And that's what you believe now, right? I was right all along. Yeah.
I believe you were right about some things.
But what things?
That dangerous people have to be put down and kept away from others.
The future doesn't look bright for us then.
So I kind of look like, are we done with this conversation? You should probably sleep. You're injured. Get some rest.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
Not that worrying something you tend to do these days.
Fuck. All right, so with that, Tranquility is just going to go and find a spot and just meditate some more.
All right.
Annika like sits down by the fire.
Evanir will go back to his tent
Yeah,
and patch up.
People, Patiqui's lackeys and Verolian help clean up a little bit, move the bodies off to the side. Urgress helps move the big rock that he threw down.
Sorry.
And the rest of you, or everybody, gets a long rest. Spend hit dice on. Hey.
Before she goes to sleep, Annika's going to go to both the tents and mend them. Because she has
Okay.
that cantrip.
That's fair.
Nice.
Yeah, they you managed to reattach them and get the stitching all back in order quite easily.
Be sure to make sure.
Everyone gets 2 more hit die because in the morning Aldrin wakes everyone up with some Elder's Fashion breakfast.
Yay!
With dry green seasoning.
Can I have those hit die, please? I mean, I don't need them now. It's just for next rest.
Oh wait, I didn't even need to spend
I can just set it to 5.
I'm back.
What am I doing? I didn't need to
Um,
spend that.
By the way, I was gonna ask Rick, are the green bodies, are they
Sorry, say again.
Humanoid.
You cut out hard.
the 3 green bodies? Are they humanoid?
They are humanoid.
Oh
Alright.
god.
Okay, I need to replenish. I'm going to spend, I think, just 2 third-level slots on 4 new zombies.
All right. Wait, what am I doing? Any suggestion from the chat for zombie names? That'd be great.
No.
Lollipop.
Lollipop.
Toyfam's eating candy. So
Candyman.
Um,
Candyman named after.
Also, Rick, by chance, with the leftover bodies, is there enough for the thing that we talked about?
What thing?
The overheating
horror
thing.
That's probably not going to help you much, honestly.
Dang. Alright. Yeah, I need some way to... If I had control water, maybe, but no. Unfortunately, because I can't chill the water.
Water ain't got no
Lollipop,
chill.
Matilda, Bernard, and Lil Sebastian.
I like Keith and Matilda. That sounds like a band name. You know what I mean?
Like, that's the whole point.
Man. I love it.
We get back.
is it morning now?
It is morning.
So,
It's morning now.
So,
Good. Can we expect a lot of attacks like this in the desert?
Well, the Menechtarun is vast, and the Menechtarun is vast and full of many creatures. Some more friendly than others.
So double watches from now on, yeah?
Creep, if I don't remember correctly, didn't you have some sort of alarm spell?
yes, I do.
Perhaps it would be a good idea to cast it at night now, so that we all wake up in time before we get our next cut.
I'm sorry if you were closer to me while I was asleep, my thing would have warned you.
Ebony,
I guess the
were
connotations of
we
being
on the
closer
same
to you.
fight? Because the only thing they managed to murder was my sleep. Besides that, not much.
I was trying to get the axe speak, and then something happened.
Oh, the dog here.
And then I looked at the stars for a while, and they're very pretty. And then I was over there with the axe speak,
Yeah.
and I
You
was gonna get
guys,
back
you
and
guys
forth.
were not surprised. It just doesn't wake you. It just magically awakens you and your companions within range. Fair.
Well, no,
Remind me
in
of that.
fairness, it woke us up, but we didn't get a turn to actually stand up.
Yeah.
So we would have still had advantage
I
against us
did
anyway.
get some auto crits against you though. Fair. Just remind
Oh.
me in the future. So, you guys are going to continue toward the meeting spot at slow, normal, or fast pace.
Normal.
Aldrin suggests fast pace.
In this
I-
desert heat, I don't think so.
You have unlimited water. You know, we had to do.
We don't have unlimited water. We're paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
For the day, it is unlimited water.
Yes. See?
So, Rick, as we're going, I would like to use the minor illusion power to just create like a sphere of darkness above me to protect me from the sun.
The minor illusion does not move with you, and casting that cantrip all day, like, you would get nowhere.
Really?
Cast it, run to it. Cast it, run to it.
Ebenezer casts Mage Hand and is fanning himself.
Jesus fuck.
Say it, Rick. Say what
You could just ask to drink.
I will, but I'm doing
No,
that as well.
I
but
mean, for tranquility.
for what? Oh.
I thought Rick was going to say Mage Hand is so small until something, and it doesn't.
No,
work.
he always says it's not very effective. That's
Yeah.
the lie.
Not very effective.
It's not very effective. It's perhaps tranquility. Perhaps you should have some water. You seem a little
Sluggish. Like anything, like a fucking bug lands on me, just.
Yeah, like some of the exposed wood of his body is like cracking in the heat.
Perhaps. Oof. I'll have a drink if it starts to get too hot.
10 gold. You are not part of the deal.
Oh, God.
Right. I don't take a drink then.
Okay,
And I just
suit yourself.
go.
Patikwi, how about you credit us every time you get lost?
No. It's fine.
What about Creep? Is Creep just gonna take it?
I think Creep is probably going to wait until he needs it. Actually, wait a minute. Do I qualify as non-living material?
No, you are living material. You are a creature.
But I can do this. I wrap my cloak around myself, because that's non-living material.
Mhm.
And I use prestidigitation to start chilling the cloak as we
Casting
walk.
it all day is more tiring than just taking the heat.
Oh.
Yeah. Prestidigitation doesn't allow you to get around hot or cold weather.
Damn.
I
Imagine
think we had
like
this like in the initial sessions of Duran as well. I think
Yeah.
we had this exact
He
same
tried it.
conversation.
He tried it.
Yeah, well,
imagine being cold and just going for 12 hours.
I guess so, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna wait till I need it. If I start getting exhaustion, I'll drink.
All right. So, counter time. This day goes by pretty swimmingly. You got travel across the land searching for you guys travel across the vast sands, which one after another, each sand dune looks the same as the last. not a single oasis or a single like ruin or anything, or even like a raised bluff blocks your passageway. You have a feeling that it's like this for miles and miles and miles.
This
and miles.
desert sucks.
Creep and Tranquility, make me Constitution saves.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, come on. These work. There we go.
Creep, you gain a level of exhaustion.
Great.
By the end of the day, you a lot of the wood on your body is just cracked, and you can barely move. It's like the energy has been sapped from your limbs.
Perhaps this is what happens when you start absorbing living things into your body.
No, this is more the way I was built. The wood is frail. I guess at the moment, like, unless I can make a medicine check to attempt to patch together the wood, I guess Creep will just rest to try and recover some of the energy he lost.
Yeah, I mean, you can rest away a single level of exhaustion. Actually, let me let's see. Weather, no, hot, climate, settlements. What? Oh, no, extreme heat. Showing up.
Stream.
Extreme. Wilderness. It's got to be in the. What? Not showing up. Come on. Is it where foraging is? Or does it just. So there's a bug with the reference guides where if you search and it doesn't turn up, only the first thing will pop up, and it's very awful, and I wish they would fix that.
That sounds annoying.
Wilderness hazards. Becoming lost. Slippery ice. No. Stream. Wilderness survival. There we go.
Hey.
Community cold. All right. So the day passes by, and Patiqui is giving out water to those, to his lackeys, the Axebeak, the dog, Verolian, and the party. Even Urgress gives him a few coins to get some use of it. But this day goes by and you do not encounter anything. So another day begins.
All right, everyone except Creep and Tranquility, right?
Right.
Does Creep sleep off the exhaustion overnight without any encounters?
It should be removed from your thing. It's not. There you go. Yes.
Okay.
So
I can sleep off the exhaustion, but if we get...
So during the night, how do you guys do against the cold? What do you do to go against the cold? Because your guys are out of wood. You didn't bring enough to light every day. That would be ridiculous.
Let me see.
I've got a bunch of cloaks that I wrap around me.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and also we're like
Is
two or
there
three
not
people
like
to a tent with just like all our stuff on top of us.
Yeah.
Is there like anything that might be around, like dead trees, anything?
You could take some time to go foraging, looking for something.
I'll do that. I'll do that. See if I can't find some firewood.
I have one ultimate solution when we're out of wood.
It's the alchemist fire. It's the alchemist fire.
You can't. Okay, that would be like trying to cast prestidigitation on yourself. Like you're gonna get tired pulling out all those alchemist fires eventually.
Wait.
No,
Okay,
no, I have wood on my wall, but I don't want to waste it right now.
Oh, you've got ladders and stuff.
No, I was gonna take a rowboat and just burn it.
Oh god. I mean, that would do it. That would do it.
But just
Also, I have a blanket, so screw you guys.
Tranquility, roll me
Well, I have a blanket too.
Tranquility,
So,
roll
yeah.
me a survival check. as you
I
go
don't know if I
looking out
want to, Rick.
for something
That
to
boat sounds like
find.
it's so much easier.
Jesus fuck.
What's your wisdom score?
+3.
Okay,
The
never
16
mind that.
+3.
You roll. You get. You find some bushes, some like shrubby bushes. They are full of thorns and are dry as the devil's ass, but you could burn them. You think? You get them up, and you have enough firewood for 3 nights.
All right, so I come back and just look. I brought wood. I didn't even have to chop off my own arm to do it. I suppose we could chop up Creep though. He is dry enough.
Dry and wet, possibly.
I need my body to be as it is. Thank you very much.
Well, no, you don't. All we have to do is kill one of these Thrycreen, and you could just attach it on, right? With your strange magic.
He actually considers that, like.
Like, of course, completely sarcastic, but
Yeah, there's just a moment of like, could I do that? I kind of look on Creep's face before he looks back. Yes, that would be very odd.
Do we have plot points?
That is a good point. Let's see. Tristan just spent his. Jolts is the only one with the plot point left.
Hey, Jolts, give yourself a fucking Thrycreen arm! Do it! Do it!
I mean, I'm getting good ideas right now.
So, I wanted to do a thing, but I don't
Well.
have plot point.
Give me $25, Stone.
I'm so fucking out of money. Anyways,
That's fine. That's fine. I appreciate all the support you've given me in the past. Thank you. You're wonderful.
I'm gonna
Gay.
be blushing now. It's kind of gay. It's kind of gay. Rick, I'm gonna PM you something.
Do I want to know?
Here's my $50, and can I get this?
Are we doing watch tonight, or do we the night just passed?
I'm only gonna ask for watches when you guys run into shit. So, yeah.
Okay.
Don't gain
Because
that.
I was gonna
don't gain that too hard.
I was gonna RP, but I'll RP next watch.
Yeah.
I'll RP next
Well,
watch.
you guys are gonna the next next afternoon. You guys are gonna hit the place. As you wake up in the morning, Regress is like, "Oh, should just be one more day. You guys, you lost.
Oh
holding
no!
up fine?
Shit! No!
Oh no!
Oh, ruined! Deleted!
Oh no! I want to see it. Damn it!
That's
Go to
done.
Twitch and pause
Do
it.
it. I already saw it.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I couldn't read it fast enough because I'm dumb. You should DM it on. You should DM me on Discord. That's easier. So fast pace, normal pace, normal pace, fast pace.
Normal pace.
Normal.
We're not gonna suffer. We're not gonna suffer exhaustion. I'm not, at least.
Let's see if
I may
we're
have
running
to
into anything.
restart.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, everything's pegged.
Pegged.
Pegged. My CPUs are all pegged.
The MD Rick.
Pegged.
Is pegged a scientific term?
What?
Means they're all 100% usage, so everything's
Oh, no.
they're
Start,
pegged.
restart.
Okay. This might be a good time to go on break then.
So that's a massive combat coming up then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some fun
Okay.
stuff. So we're gonna go on a break. I'm gonna put on some music by the wonderful Vince Fept. Check them out on YouTube, please. And join us back here in about 5-10 minutes, and we will continue this lovely little session of ours.
We love you all deeply.
Oh, of course, you can also just hear us speak.
Yes.
Yeah, listen to our
Reboot
shit
my whole
posting.
machine.
Catch you in a short bit, Ryan.
See you in a moment.
It's okay. I already have plans.
I'm sad you read that, alright? Oh, he's forgot. God damn it.
The good news is though that now he knows and he can be excited and or nervous for it, but the rest of us don't know. So we're still like, why is he excited and or nervous?
I'm fucking.
I'm really enjoying.
I'm trying to be evil, but Tristan, you make it so hard. Why? I'm having a hard time trying to come up with an excuse other than you told me to.
I
You told me to
enjoy.
back when you didn't even know.
I enjoy the fact. Two things. I enjoy that Tosha did the exact same thing, but no one fucking cared. Because no one wants to go into that rabbit hole.
He did
And
the what? Wait, which exact same thing?
he killed the guy that was running.
That guy wasn't running yet, was he? He hadn't
he was
taken his
running,
action
but-
yet.
Oh yeah, true.
He was
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to run, but
It was
like
like-
he was just getting free of the burning web.
Well, look, here's the difference. I teleported off and Papap killed the one, and then I brought one back, asked it questions, and fucking broke its neck in front of everyone. Like, a little excessive, you know?
Just a little. And the other thing is, I like that Toshi chooses the worst moments to try and like get some leeway with Annika. Just the worst.
You are the worst character ever, and I love it so fucking much.
So were you fighting with Tranquility? No, but it sounded like you were. No, but like just take the fucking hint.
No, shut up.
Do you not think it's a bad idea to do this? No, I don't think it's a bad. Ah.
No, it's not. It's not like. It's not that he's questioning her. It's that like he thinks he's right, and he knows he's like, no, you've been fine. I'm pretty sure you were. Like, why are you negating this completely true fact that I know? I don't get it. These people make no sense.
Upset.
I want my mechanical 7, man.
We might potentially get it in like, okay, so it's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 days away after this day in travel time. So 2 sessions if we make good time.
Yeah.
How long is it? Is it a week's worth of downtime to make one?
Yeah, but the problem is it says 1,000 gold in materials, not 1,000 gold. So I don't know if Frick's gonna allow us to.
It also
Yeah.
takes multiple. Doesn't it take a while to build?
It's a week's worth of downtime, I think. I mean, I don't mind too much because I want to make my weapon magical and shit as well. So I've got other things that I might be able to work on.
Oh, I got a fucking notebook like magical item ideas. That Rick's gonna have a headache reading.
I need to get some magical items to Rick as well.
I want to get one, but I have to go to Shan for it. I don't like that.
Ah man, when we get back to Shan, like, I'm
I have
gonna
to-
spend
I have to go
all
where
my
you guys
time
were
making stuff.
actually. I have to go into Kaiba's Gate. I hate it.
Oh, rip.
I mean, we're gonna have like 5 years of downtime at this point, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have a long time. I'm just gonna be like, okay, here we are. Nigel's super pimped up. I'm super pimped up. It's all great.
Okay, hey guys, I'm going to. Why did I do that? I'm going to reset my computer super quick because I had to reinstall my fucking
I can't believe Dini's dead.
tablet.
Rip.
Just I'll be like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'll run and grab a drink then while you're doing that, and then we can restart.
Yeah, I'll be super fucking quick.
Sorry, can I do that? Is that a thing that's doable? Because I don't know. There's no rules for it.
Oh god damn it! I'm sorry guys. I'm having a real hard problem with Fantasy Grounds right now. I don't know if I can get back in.
What, really? Shit.
Yeah, like it's basically failing completely.
Who's this music? This wasn't what I expected. But that's
Nope.
fine.
It's kind of dope.
It'll take you some time, Stone. Also, do you have like You don't have like the stuff for the necklace itself. You just got the
No, I don't. I
gems.
just got gems.
Yeah. You need to get some more treasure before you can start on it.
Okay.
See, I told you I'd be right back. Super fast.
There it goes. God damn it.
I
Sorry
feel
about
sad. I feel sad that I couldn't destroy the train to get materials. But then again, don't destroy the train.
Thank you, Rick, for suggesting the solid state drive. Because oh my god, the like
I
20
did not.
seconds it took me to go
I did
back.
not suggest it. I insisted
You
upon it.
demanded it.
Yes.
Yes. It
There
is
is-
actually ridiculous.
There is
It is
literally
fucking
no
awesome.
reason to only have a hard drive on your computer at this time.
No, this is fucking awesome. Just
It is
right away. Fucking
Speed
up.
different. I think you can take any shitty laptop that exists,
Mhm.
put an SSD on it, it
And
runs
zoom.
good.
Zoom.
Yeah. Like,
Why
I
is
found that's
Discord-
running.
Man,
Huh?
Discord is taking 8 CPUs.
Yeah, it does that.
Wow.
It does that.
It's
Wha-
8
Matt-
CPUs.
Man, too bad like all video chatting services
Uh,
like take up
let me
so
look
much
at it.
power. At least
I
those
mean,
are
you could all just be happy with the fact that you're wirelessly connecting via video and voice with people from all across the world with little to no latency. But you know, it's just me.
Yeah, okay, you are right.
No, it needs to be better.
I mean, he's right. I mean, we got two of us from northwest America, one from south, one from the northeast, and then one from Portugal, and two from Europe. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Europe?
Portugal,
Is that
that
what you
famous
call it?
not
You call
part
it
of
Europe?
Europe.
Trister, granted all of that is true, but that has to do with the network. That has nothing to do with why Discord is taking 8 CPUs.
I'm just saying, be happy.
I
you've
would
got-
rather have chunkier video at this point.
Chunkier video. I've
Yeah.
been hearing the
Chunkier
chunky
video.
phrase along a lot this past couple weeks.
All right,
Being
let's
funky but funky.
All right, let's see if my tablet. I was trying to work on it like now, but my thing wasn't working, so I'm gonna try it now and see if it looks better.
Are you both drinking the same beer?
What?
Are you both drinking the same beer?
Yeah,
You
they're
and
just
Orion?
sharing, just passing it between the frames. Like, here,
this is a
Ryan,
cider.
have a sip.
Oh, cider.
I only had 2 beers and they went pretty quickly, so now I have this cider. Because apparently
It
there was
would be-
just like some Christmas alcohol, I guess, left squirreled away.
So you're just like, gotta have it
I was
for
just
game
like,
night.
well, gotta have it now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I got
actually.
some.
I
I
had a
got
friend.
some wine in the fridge, but I'm not gonna have it because. Oh. I think I'm a,
Calories, right? Wine has calories.
well. It's more that I haven't had dinner yet, and also I can't when I am inebriated, I cannot DM.
D&D.
I cannot DM.
Well, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do a shit face session, you know?
No, I
Oh
don't.
man, you.
You know, I wouldn't mind like when I want to do my like holiday ones, like the New Year's game. Everyone gets shit faced a little bit. That's fine by me, but like, yeah, no.
Come on, baby. There we go.
I'll run my totally like planned in 2 seconds Weeby Goblins campaign, adapted terribly for 5e that I ran for a bunch of friends while drinking at someone's house.
That's
That
awesome.
was great. That was the same group of friends as my actual like campaign, and that ended up with the barbarian with a helmet that was perpetually screaming, chasing down a witch goblin, and like lopping her head off.
So we're just waiting
Like-
on Stone right now.
Nice. I want to adapt the Red-Handed Doom to 5e and run it that way. And I also want to adapt. Oh god, there was this older adventure that I really liked, and what the hell is it called?
Gareth, stay out.
No,
Gareth,
it was something
Yeah.
like Weeby Goblins, but basically you guys took like you guys were what the fuck was it? I think it was like a wizard had all of his fucking familiars, and like he gathered familiars, I guess, and just sold them, because back in this edition it was you had to find a cat and then make it your familiar.
Oh, that sounds fucked up, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're my familiar now.
Right.
it's
Well,
like,
it's kind of like
imagine
that.
that.
Well, yeah, but that was the idea, and some like Neil Bog fucking just stole all of them and was parading them around in his magic circus for all his goblin buddies. It's fucking hilarious.
I think it'd be like having a gang called the Goblin Buddies would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean,
It would be
if
a
the rest,
Saturday
if the
morning
rest,
cartoon gang.
well, if I turned into a mug and the rest of us made goblinoid characters, we could be called Goblin Buddies.
Be down for that. I'll be down for that.
We are the Goblin Buddies because you're Annika's friends.
I mean, are we?
Friends.
Are we
Yeah, you can't see the air quotes because they're so massive. Like, if you're on your
Right.
screen.
Ah! Right, just
Yeah,
whoa.
but
Kobolds ate my familiar.
Was that it?
No, Kobolds ate my baby is another thing.
Oh no.
last time on Goblin
It's
Buddies.
a beer and pretzels RPG.
Yeah, but it was fucking
Using-
hilarious. I think it was one of those
Using the
module-
beer engine. BEER, all caps.
like I think it was one of those things. Like it was a mini module in a book full of modules or something like that, or a book full of like adventure and trope ideas. I mean, Lord knows I'm already running. I already have like a small little thing going on where I'm taking a quest plot hook for the Book of Erotic Fantasies. So hey,
Why?
because the idea of a vampire queen having a dark child as the fucking plot hook is kind of fucking interesting.
And that
Are you
child is the
racist?
Daywalker, played by
Right,
Wesley
yeah.
Snipes.
Like, look,
Always
look,
motherfuckers trying to ice skate uphill. Yeah.
Look, of all the things about that book, you know, besides the weird, like, why do we need this? And oh god, of course they fucking made this. There's some stuff that was pretty interesting in there,
What
like
book?
the Book of Erotic Fantasies.
Oh,
Wait, what? Book of
I've held a
Fantasies?
physical copy of that in my hands once.
Oh god.
What is in it? What is
Truly
in it?
was there.
Well,
Book of Erotic Fantasies?
Well, a lot of the Book of Erotic Fantasies is like which species can breed with each other, the cocksheath of pleasure, the all that kind of. I'm not even joking.
It's it
But-
sure is a third edition era supplement. Say
But,
that much.
but of all the things it says, like it offers a bunch of interesting plot hooks as well. On top of this, like
I mean,
uh,
isn't that a good...
a Medusa in a major city is seducing young nobles to come with her, and then she just leaves their naked, like shattered statuesque bodies in the middle of town square. Just
That sounds like a Valentine Days one shot if I've ever seen one.
right.
Well, why
or,
aren't we
or-
running it today?
or,
Why
you
are we
know,
not-
Started?
today,
We ready?
Rick.
We all
No,
back?
we're waiting
Oh
on
no,
Stone.
we're
Stone said 1 minute. It's been like
Well, maybe he's been turned to
7
stone
minutes.
by a Medusa because
Well,
he's
there's still
thirsty on
time.
Valentine's Day.
probably a beholder, actually.
but yeah, and so I'm using this one with a small twist on it, where this powerful vampire queen who is made a vampire by an incubus in this particular case.
You and your
Um,
How did that work?
Well, actually, it's the same one, Rick. So it's the same one.
It's Dimmy's Incubus OC.
Yes, I do have an OC who's an
oh.
incubus, but at the same time, he's like also using D&D campaigns as like a villain. So
Does that count as DM insertion right there?
yeah,
I
kind
mean,
of.
it's from the Book of
Isn't that
Erotic
crime?
Fantasy. It's
Oh, that's
probably got
something
some DNA
entirely
insertion
different,
going
which is
on.
found in the Book of Erotic
Yes.
Fantasy.
Yeah, but yeah, basically that's just the interesting plot I'm going with. Is she's trying to make a vampiric Cambion, basically, to
So,
rule in her place.
Stone.
Do they
where's
use the
Stone?
cock sheath of pleasure?
Can we start on
No.
our? We could do some RP, I guess.
All right,
Some
RP.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right.
We could lecture Tranquility more on his wrongs.
Hey,
Oh.
I have a whole thing worked out for Tranquility, but we haven't
Alright.
had watch together yet.
I assume that Stone has been attacked by a Portuguese man of war on the way back to his computer. So we're going to
Well, I
continue
mean,
without him.
we could say during the during this long rest meeting you had to watch together if we wanted to really do this. Because I'm down. I'll just stop.
Rick, do you want to start? Do you want to wait?
Yeah,
me and Dimmy?
we're starting. We're back.
Okay.
Alright, we're back.
We're back, everybody. Hey.
We love you.
Hi. I can't be
Pump
on
my
chat
volume
anymore.
up a bit.
Sorry.
Pump my volume up a bit.
Yep.
Is this too loud? It seems
Yes.
too loud.
That's a little loud.
It's fine for me.
Talk.
You guys are crazy.
How's this? Is this good? Too loud? Too
Good.
soft? You might need
Sounds
to just
good.
increase your volume. Yeah, we'll just do that. My cats are.
Okay, we'll do it.
Sorry, I gotta throw something at my cat. Deodorant.
Actually, why are you doing this?
Because one of my cats has mounted the other one as being an asshole.
Fuck? Is that a thing with? Okay, never
They're
mind.
both, they're
we're
both
doing-
fixed. He's just like gets pissed off and does that. I'm not dabbing. God damn it,
Do it.
truly.
Do it.
Do it, Rick.
I'm not
Peer
dabbing.
pressure.
Do
Peer
it.
pressure.
No.
You got it from
look,
Dimmy.
look at Dimmy go.
Dimmy got it.
Tab for mental health. Oh.
So
I'm back.
as you're going along, you see a lone humanoid figure in loose gray clothing, sort of stumbling along through the desert.
Hello.
Ebenezer just face palms.
It just keeps walking. Actually, it turns and starts walking towards you.
Can I see it with my eyes of being good at seeing?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. It's still quite a far ways off. And you have
I mean,
advantage.
is
on
it
those,
more
of
than like
course.
1,000 feet?
Yes.
Advantage.
Well, it's still kind of
1,000.
wrapped up in cloaks and stuff. Let's see if you can see the fine details.
Man, I'm not skilled in perception. What the fuck's wrong with me?
Oh,
Ah,
wow. that's
double
pretty good.
19s.
You can see that it is underneath the the clothing. It is quite thin, and it doesn't really have any skin exposed. Like a bit of its face is, but it's got like these strange like wrappings around it.
Does it remind me at all of that fucking mummy that we saw?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Oh god.
No. Let's not call out to this thing. This looks mummy-ish.
Yes.
I'm thinking fan out, get it covering fire, and be ready to take this thing down.
Well, could we simply outrun it? I mean, walk. You know, like
It is
walk at an angle.
moving. It is moving quite slowly. So
Why don't we just?
I guess
walk
so.
around?
I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, let's just get going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Everyone avoid the mummy.
I'll
Mommy.
go and I'll go and distract it so it doesn't catch up to the axe.
No,
because-
it's not
It's a
that
terrible
fast.
idea.
Look, it's not moving that fast.
I've never seen. Is that man wearing bandages?
It's not a man. It's a mummy.
It's a
He's
mummy.
dead.
It's an undead creature that is really, really difficult to learn to fight, and we
Oh.
really don't want to deal with it.
Oh, creep! It's undead. Do
Hey.
you want it?
Hey, Creep, you know you want to touch it again so you can gain more of mummy powers.
No, creep. No, I
I'm
will
going to
not
start
support
walking now.
this.
Yeah, Annika's like getting particularly into people. Like, let's just keep going, just start moving.
Agreed.
I'm going with you guys. I'm going with you guys, but I'm just trying to entice him.
Creep,
You are
do not
so
make-
evil.
Creep, do not make me use the mantle of Roper on you.
That would be unnecessary, considering the fact that I'm weaker than all of you.
All right,
Those
let's
few
try.
to Alden.
This is true.
So you continue past this mummy and leave it to its waste wandering ways.
Fucking all I can imagine is Shaun of the Dead.
Oh
So-
man, I want that mummy.
So Ergrest points to a small little bluff a bit a ways. Not even really a bluff. It's only like 15 feet off the ground, or like a 15 feet slope. There, that is the thing. You see, look next to it, sort of half buried in the sand, but there it is. There it is. And then next to it, you see the shadow of like a 10-foot wide obelisk. This monument that's maybe 30 feet tall, 10 feet across, ending with a pointed tip. That's half buried in the sand dune next to it.
It
Go
looks
there and
beautiful.
wait a bit. She should arrive. I've got a way to signal her.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any shade near the obelisk?
You can stand under me, I guess.
Works for me.
I mean, I guess so.
I'd rather just stand on the opposite side of the obelisk to the sun.
Oh, there's the sun is kind of overhead. That there's not much.
Oh,
So
good.
it takes another 15 minutes, and you finally reach this place. And he climbs up onto this hill, which has a flat top, oddly flat considering. And he pats the obelisk, which is only slightly taller than he is. Sorry, I've got to open up a thing. Where the hell is it? There it is. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a 3-foot iron rod and a yellow, like a red piece of cloth. And he speaks a word in giant, which Tranquility understands to be the word extend. And the pole begins to extend, telescoping out tiny bits at a time. Actually, no, I suppose it's not a 3-foot thing. It's like it's a quarterstaff, an iron quarterstaff. Which is probably quite heavy in anyone's hand, but it starts telescoping out 10 feet at a time. He puts the piece of cloth at the end and tightens it tight and causes it to extend again and holding up. And it keeps going. 10, 20, 30, 50, 70, at least 100 feet longer than its normal stance. And it just towering over you, although it's bending in the wind that blows in each direction. And
cool.
he just sort of holds it like it's going to be a little bit. We've got to make sure that she sees it.
Are you okay just standing there?
All right. So
But he does not bother me.
So if we're
One
just
of
gonna be
those?
so if we're gonna be standing there for a little bit, I'll just throw up a flat disc of just dark energy and just stand underneath it.
Okay.
That seems like a wow. That's really smart, Tranquility.
Sure
I was going.
to spend the resources for it.
Oh, it's a cantrip. I'll be fine.
Oh, minor illusion.
Mhm.
That helps
Like,
out a
I was-
little bit. Yes.
I was going to do this for the way here, but I realized I couldn't move it. So I was trying to gesture to move, but hold on.
Does minor illusion do that? And then Evanir does the same thing. Uses minor illusion to cast it above his head.
It causes a little bit of shadow, but doesn't stop as much light as you might think.
Yeah, it's efficient, but not super efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting idea. Never would have thought of it doing that.
Little
Yes, the
tittles
sword
coming out of
just
it.
sitting there taking that.
Aldrin, what are you doing?
See, Tranquility, you two are smarter than Ebony.
Taking a snap. Just don't
I don't say a
Just-
fucking word and just let Evanir look at him.
Evanir gives Toshli the death stare that he has practiced and perfected for students for years. This is the "you better shut the fuck up" stare from the teacher.
Right. Oh, this is good. I fucking popcorn. I'm ready. I'm ready to see him throw down with this little fucker.
He had a smart idea that you didn't.
That is not what I meant, Toshli.
But that's what I meant. Ebony.
Listen, you little fat pumpkin, I've about to have enough of you.
You sound angry. Like
So angry.
I always
So angry.
Is
I'm
it,
angry because you're annoying, you little jug of
Can
chocolate
you
syrup.
both keep it down? I'm trying to sleep.
Gosh, can't
it's
believe you're
it's
stuck with this little man.
noon.
Noon naps are the best, especially in this desert heat. Let's
Oh,
not tire yourself out by needlessly shouting.
I'm not shouting.
If you could keep it down, that would be great.
Okay. Oh,
Thank you.
Ebony, keep it down.
don't even start with me, Torshley.
Good
Trying
night, or good evening. I'm going to nap. If I wake up to the sound of either of your voices, I swear, it will keep
Swear
you up.
what?
I will do things that you would not like, okay?
I sat next to Annika and just like, watch this.
I go back to bed.
Who's suffering from the thunderstorm? My God.
That's Ebony.
Oh God.
Hmm?
The thunderstorm.
The sound
Just
of
okay.
thunderclaps catches your attention from the distance.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought it was real life.
I'm like
Are there
scanning the horizon.
Yeah, are there any clouds in the sky?
No, it
And,
is
like,
it's
the
quite clear.
sky.
Looking off, Annika, you look off to the west and see another lightning clap and some movement on the horizon. It's very fast. Kicking up, zooming in with your little goggles, you see a kind of blue shape that looks a bit blurry. In its wake, spirals of sand rise up like tornadoes that rise up like 50, 100, 200 feet before dying down. And as they do, lightning surges in between them as the static electricity builds up. Although it also is, you see bits of light underneath this moving thing's wings.
I think this was our dragon, guys. It's doing summit.
It's making a lot of noise, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, also like wind and lightning, and I think maybe we should get on the high ground.
Yeah,
Which of you are
Ebeneer casts arcane armor on himself. He's a little
Which
nervous.
of you are
Right.
making thunderclaps to annoy me?
No, that you see in the distance there.
Wild magic.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
roll wild magic.
I have to cast it first.
Or cast it.
See,
Well,
Ultron.
I'm pulling up the combat tracker.
The dragon woke you up. What are you gonna do to the dragon?
What? What do you mean? And what am I going to do to the
You
dragon?
said if anyone wakes me up, I'll do.
I'll do what Ebony does, and I will do nothing because it's a dragon, and you have to be very respectful to dragons. I'm a very respectful person. Thank you.
I don't see it.
Of course you don't. You don't see anything, you small little pumpkin.
Wow. Okay, now that's Ebony. Now that's really good. Can you turn into Ebony? Can there be two Ebonies?
There's always, whenever you are cross or whenever you want to learn something, you become Ebony. That's the way it works.
You know what? I really don't appreciate this kind of talk.
And it's like
just
halfway
focus
up the hill at this point, like she's just
Yeah,
crunching
perhaps
it.
we should focus on the storm that's approaching us rather rapidly.
Yeah,
Oh.
Urgrest is de-extending his weird quarterstaff and puts it away in his bag. And this, not long before you guys can see this, the shape of this blue dragon take form. So its scales are a deep blue with a yellowish underbelly. It's got horns that kind of remind you of like a horn and a snout that kind of reminds you of a skull with really deep set back nostrils. And I believe they have well, you know what? I'm just gonna pull up Blue dragon.
Is this Doiven, Rick? Is this Doiven? Have we seen this blue
No.
dragon before?
Oh god, that'd be the worst.
You can't
No,
tell
I was
dragons apart.
No,
this is
I
kinda low res.
remember Doiven's form clearly, right? Does this have the same contours as Doiven's form?
It's hard to tell with it flying so quickly.
Okay, I'll wait until it comes closer.
It's got
Yeah, but
spines
it,
along
yeah,
its
but
back
it is
and
blue.
a vast wingspan. It is much larger than any of you, probably even almost dwarfing Urgrest in size.
Is this Doiven, Rick?
It is blue like Doiven. I mean,
It is blue like Doiven.
It has the same token as Doiven.
Well, that's racist. Wow.
Wow, I thought you'd be the most understanding
No,
there.
dragons.
Wait, do we have a map? I don't have a map.
You don't have a map.
Okay.
So you need to
And-
run?
Oh, she's here. You better show.
Wait,
you
is
better
this-
show respect.
No.
Chandroa is an old dragon.
Do you happen to know her name by chance?
Chandroa.
Zendroa.
Chandro.
Would you put that
Chandro.
in the chat, please?
Chandrola.
There it is. At least it's not Doifam.
Doiven was the
Doiven.
creature's name.
Right.
Ooh.
I always mispronounce it.
Doiven was a blue dragon who launched us out of the air.
Oh,
And
The dragon,
took poor-
comes up upon you quickly and then extends its wings forward and comes with a stop that just covers you lot in sand that is carried behind it. Lightning arcs off
Oh,
it
my
in the
goggles on, I'm
sand
fine.
that falls behind, falls under it, and it rests on the very edge of this raised platform. It is tall enough that it can look Urgrest in the eye without even needing to crane its neck by much.
Rick.
What?
Is it Doiven?
It's not Doiven.
Okay.
Chandroa.
Okay, I mean, does it look like
It's-
the dragon that Doiven turned into?
I mean, a little bit. Like,
Or not fully?
I don't know.
Fucking hell, Rick! I'll make a
I mean,
check.
he's like, no, it's not that, it's this one, and you're like, but is it though?
Well, might be, might not be.
Press
Is
X
it
to
fif-
doubt.
Oh,
Is it
Grass. It's been a while. How has your hunting gone? So you've enlisted some help? Did you get the eggs? Yes. Come on, get out the eggs. Get out the eggs.
Oh, yeah, eggs, right. And Annika's like gonna get them all the bag and holding one by one.
I'll
The
offer
wormlings
to
are
help her.
the wormlings are sat at the back of your group, kind of unsure. Considering her size, they dwarf even the young black dragon that had protected them before. Well, protected.
We also got a couple of ones that hatched.
I have no time for a bunch of little hatchlings.
What?
Really?
Give me the eggs.
Annika's got them laid out there in like parallel lines. They're like, they're straight as can be. They look very nice. She's like polished the sand off them.
What do you use the X for? I don't know much about dragon culture.
Chandroa approaches Annika and reaches down, picks up one of the eggs gingerly, brings it up, smells it. Not hatched, not gone bad. I was worried, Urgrest, you were taking so long. Do not worry about it. I made sure to get here in time. We rushed here as quickly as possible. Now, about that payment. Yes, you'll be paid handsomely for my hoard. Do not worry about it. She
Point of
scoops
order.
up. She scoops up the other two, and God, how do dragons transport things? I guess she's
Probably
got a
like
little, I guess she's got a
probably-
little pouch connected, like on her, like slung on her wing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, probably the same way alligators do, and they have like an actual throat pouch, like right here.
No, that's
true.
weird. The
Cool.
the
Yeah,
eggs are too
that's
big
weird.
for her to transport in that way.
Wait, before you go, could you answer one of our questions?
But,
Since we-
the wormlings, you're just going to leave them here?
you can come with us.
I could
Surely.
kill them for you if you don't want them.
No, we worked really hard to save them. They need guidance.
I'll Urgrest, you underhanded little giant. I can't say you do your ancestors proud, but you do me proud. That's all you really need.
Wow.
She deposits the 3 eggs in the this leather satchel. That looks a pretty fine make underneath her left wing.
What do you mean underhand? What Urgrest, what's going on?
It doesn't matter so long as you lot were obedient and followed his instructions.
What's going on? What's going on? I don't like being out of the loop. And neither does Ebonir by the look of that vein on his forehead.
Which
She
one? I
she
can't
lowers
see.
she lowers her face to face with you with Aldrin. Her head almost the size of his entire body.
Fine. Smile.
Little small folk like you shouldn't question the acts of creatures like I. You'll
Why
just
not?
get hurt.
We surely think the same. We act the same.
I make sure I am not in the same line of fire as him.
You and I, our forms are so beautiful. We are surely on equal grounds.
Were I not in a bit of a hurry to take these eggs home, I would crush you. And she turns.
Oh.
One of the silver wormlings has approached her, coming around the side. Curious. She hasn't been speaking in Draconic. I can't understand her. And as it gets close to her, she raises up one of her legs.
Wait,
and
Rick,
stomps it.
can I do a thing? Can I do a thing?
Can
I
you
was
do a
gonna do a
thing?
thing as well. I was gonna do a thing too.
Yeah.
I was gonna cast Sanctuary on the little dragon.
And also, I was going to jump in the way to try and push the wormling and take the blow, I suppose.
I prefer Toshli's thing.
I mean, we could,
No, guys.
We both
Let
acted at the
this
same
happen.
time.
What's
Both act-
okay? What's your DC?
16.
Fuck your DC.
Yeah, fuck your DC. She doesn't even
take-
slow down. Aldrin, roll a dexterity check. Acrobatics.
check.
Acrobatics check.
Can I action point that? I'll action point that. So yeah. We saved these wormlings, guys. We can't.
Well,
They're friends.
Don't speak up too soon. So as you you manage to push it out of the way, and her claws just stamp down on you. You're gonna take some damage. 18 damage.
Well, that's all.
You feel them. They pierce your chest, and you begin to bleed on the ground. She looks up. Looks like I did crush you anyway.
I give a furious look, and then I look at the party, trying to like confirm what's everyone looking like.
We're looking at you like you're a fool.
Yeah, freaking staring at Aldrin.
Ebonir is like shaking his head no.
Okay. Aldrin looks down, furious, subsides, and then goes to like lift up the wormling to his feet if he's fallen over or something. To his paws or whatever they have.
Hey, he's gotten back up fine enough.
Okay, good.
Fucking
Piece of shit.
Miss Dragon? Mrs. Dragon?
Shut up.
You will call me by my name, Chandroa.
Is there a Mr. Shadroa? No.
Shindroa. You're not with a skeleton Rakshasa back then, are you? That we saw in the eggs?
I can't. What those demon offspring do is none concern of mine.
What about Doivan?
Who the hell is Dolphin?
The name sounds familiar.
I'm
You're
backing
just here
up,
to
like
just here to
moving up
question me
side.
more.
Nope. Okay, that's all. I just want to know.
Have a good flight.
Quite presumptuous, there's a lot you've found, Urgrest. She opens her wings and flaps down hard, causing sand and to spray everywhere. Some people to lose their footing.
Annika like flies 5 feet back.
Meet me at the usual spot for your reward, Urgrest. Then she takes off with incredible speed back towards the west.
Wow, she's fast.
Urgrest?
Right, that's the next question. Urgrest.
Urgrest, you better start talking now.
Well, she got her eggs. I told you that that it wasn't guaranteed that she would take the wormlings.
No, but you seem to imply that they were her eggs, that they clearly weren't. What's going on?
I never
don't think
implied
she's-
anything like that.
Nah,
Then
neither.
why
Trying
did
to
she
put
say you were
words in
devious
my-
or whatever?
She's preferring that I got someone else to do the job with me, you know. You'll get your reward. Don't worry about it.
What is she going to do with those eggs?
He shrugs. Raise them.
Are all dragons bitches like that?
I haven't met
All
many dragons to say so.
Why didn't you fight? Why didn't you all come to protect?
Because
Oh,
we would have died.
Yes, you don't run into a middle of a tsunami. That thing would have killed us without even a second thought.
Not even. We've defeated mighty creatures together when we worked together. Instead, you're fragmented. We all were
Aldrin.
unsure.
Aldrin, you're talking about creatures
What?
from the beginning of time. This is not a beholder. This is not a mummy. This is not even it's not even the lich. This is a dragon. A
For
full
a creature
ancient
at the beginning
dragon.
of it.
A full ancient dragon. Creatures that existed when the world began. You expect us to defeat a creature that old?
Well, for a creature that came from the beginning of time, it was half stupid and pretentious and arrogant. That
Talk
creature
about
like-
arrogant. You are arrogant. If you really think that we could have killed such a thing, you would have thrown away our lives for what? For nothing.
I wouldn't have.
You would have gotten the eggs, we all would have been dead, and whatever she's going to do, she would have done it.
I do
Toshi is
not-
gonna
I
kick
do not
Aldrin in the
think so.
shins.
Fucking what?
He's gonna kick Aldrin in the shins.
Make an attack.
But make an attack, Rick.
You kick him in the shins. You're not actually doing damage. Like,
Well,
Ow, you
Come on.
little.
come down here. No. And he takes
Jumps up, grabs you by the ear.
he takes his testicles and benches. You clearly got hit in the end. There's something wrong with you. I mean,
You know what? No.
I'm back.
Well, we've done.
Oh, that's a dragon.
There was a dragon.
There was a dragon. You missed it. Sorry, buddy.
Oh man, you missed the best shit ever.
Look.
What happened?
We'll
So
explain
dragon
after.
dropped down.
We'll explain
Dragon
it
dropped
after
down
the
seemed to him. Yeah, it was some stuff.
We have these wormlings now. We have to find out how to deal with them. I think.
can I
that we
have
should.
one?
Can we just let them go?
now one of the wormlings
No.
actually like reaches up and claws at Aldrin's waistcoat and starts
Aw.
speaking Draconic.
Can I translate that? You know.
Yeah, Demaya translates like, well, it said that you promised you'd get someone. Well, they were your words, even if I did put them in your mouth.
I suppose they were. I can you what's the words to describe this? And then I say, I'm sorry, she wouldn't take you. Would you like to come with us?
Yeah,
What do I say
Demaya gives you some words in Draconic to say.
Yeah. I should have still opened that draconic translator, but yeah, I'll say those words.
The wormling looks incredibly disappointed. The other one comes up and is like has its teeth bared a bit and speaks
I'm
in
sorry.
draconic. It really doesn't like what you just said. They're not going to do anything though. They know that you're stronger than them, of course.
I mean, what would you like us to do? Can you translate that?
I'm not going to translate an entire conversation between you lot.
Now he's talking alone. You clearly hit your head.
He's Demaya. Look at the poor things, you know? Like children.
The dragons begin to speak, and Demaya just says, "Well, they think you're crazy now for talking to talking to no one."
Is she saying this out
they
loud?
would be correct.
No.
God damn it.
All right.
But then the voice that you often, occasionally hear singing from the sword, starts speaking in Draconic.
Ha!
And starts having a conversation with the wormlings.
Well, that's fascinating.
It's not gonna
Aldrin,
go
what is she
badly.
saying?
Shh, let us speak. Let us speak.
What? Oh,
Wait, it's good. It's good, Ebony.
I still want one.
I think it would be cool to have a dragon wormling with us. In fact, someone should spend their plot point on it.
Really, you're looking at me.
So I don't know. Does she doesn't really let you in on the meaning of it, but just after the conversation, like, well, they've agreed to come with you, so long as you can get some food for them. They're absolutely starving.
What do they eat? Just meat? I've got endless rations. Do they
Lots
eat
of
that?
meat. They prefer meat. They are growing wormlings, after all.
That's true. We should have given them some of those Viking.
No, possibly. Possibly.
Yes, I'll
That's-
relay this to the party. Well, Demaya was having a lovely conversation, which I was not privy to, with these families. And they are coming with us now, unfortunately. Well, fortunately.
they're coming with
Okay.
us.
They're coming with us. Isn't that
Can I
wonderful?
get one? I get one.
You know, it
Not
is
pets.
kind of it is kind of impressive.
Yeah,
If we
but
brought
how,
a wo-
what are we going to feed them? We barely.
Meat.
I
That was-
take out just the biggest
These
cotton.
rations look like meat.
Rick, I take out just the biggest cotton candy ball and give it to one of the wormlings.
It sniffs it and just like.
Oh. Oh no.
Much too sweet.
Can we kill them?
Yeah, I agree with the dragon.
They eat meat. The creatures we killed last night or the day before, it was meat. We can find meat along the way in the desert. There's many creatures here.
Yes, with the lack of food sources, I'm sure there'll be many other creatures attempting to hunt us. All we have to do is kill them and feed them to the dragon.
That's what
How
Aldrin
fresh are your
said.
zombies?
Toshili looks to the left, so he's not seeing. Looks to the right, he's not seeing. Yeah, lots of
Ah.
creatures in the area.
Hey Rick,
What?
are the zombies still fresh?
Ish. The lack of moisture really does help keep them preserved.
I think for a moment, and I
Turkey.
gesture one of my zombies to go close to the dragon, and I make an offering motion.
That's so fucked up.
Roll a performance check.
All right, and also it is a mindless automaton of flesh wrapped in negative energy. It is fine.
This whole party dropped in negative energy.
It's also rotting flesh.
Okay.
Oh,
I have -1 in performance.
Yeah, that happens.
Got it.
Okay. Please don't take anything the wrong way, Mr. Dragon. 9.
It like looks at you and is like, no.
No, just
It,
no.
it says no. It knows that
Okay.
word.
I think we just all learned the word draconic word for no.
The universal
yeah.
language of.
Same as the common word for no.
Alright.
Creep just bows his head in
Perhaps-
respect as he just motions the zombie to come back. Like, okay.
So, we should head back to Mere Cat, right? Or head there in the first place. Urgrest, I can't say this enough, but I think we should part ways.
Ah,
Yeah,
hang on,
fine.
I thought we were getting a reward first.
Yeah, we're getting a reward.
Yeah, fine with me. Fine with me.
Oh, the reward.
I've got places
yes.
to go anyway after we get to this
And the
Andro's
reward?
place.
The
Oh yeah,
reward?
we got a few things that I picked up here. Let's see. Did I actually roll
I
anything?
quite
for
like
that? Let's check.
traveling together, I guess.
Let's check.
No, we don't like traveling with him. He's tricking us.
I mean,
That's
everyone
presumptuous.
uses life tricks in a way.
Everyone is using
I don't
everyone.
understand you, Aldrin. I don't.
Welcome to Eberron.
Why? Why do you not understand me, Evan?
I mean, I think it's got something to do with the fact that every time some shit goes down, you leap in front of it and expect us all to back you up.
Well, because I expect people I travel with and risk my life with to have my back, especially when it comes to things that are trying to hurt us and the people the things we care about.
I'm gonna kind of come close to you there, Aldrin, and go, yes. And then what would happen? We would fight her. If we did start to win, Urgrus might join her side and find that. I'm trying to keep this away from Urgrus, by the way. And Urgrus might turn on us as well. Maybe because she might reward him more handsomely.
He brings out a fist that is just plumb full of coin and jewels, and just plops it down on the ground.
Oh,
Which I will
Tossing
just I'll
dolphin
just
dives
add
into
to
the
the party inventory.
Oh, that bit of the ground we've designated for it.
Oh, hey, look, her tarp.
That's just gonna dolphin dive into the pile
You
of coins.
go head first, and yeah, you get a mouthful of
Duck
sand and a bunch of bruises.
why is this scenting stone in here?
That's
Oh, that-
you guys already have
that's-
that.
No,
Yeah, I
that's-
gave it
no,
to.
no. I gotta put it back.
Oh,
I
wow.
You guys get 2,000 experience for rescuing the eggs.
Yay!
Yay.
Rescuing.
Can we divide up
Rescue.
this money?
I think we should give some to
Particularly,
Oh my God.
if I gave you this platinum, no, not that. This is-
How about we don't give Patikwi fucking anything until our 2 weeks is up, yeah?
All right, fine.
Well, he was with us on a journey. At least give him like a stone, maybe.
So anyone want to
No,
guess
what did he
what's
do?
gonna? What?
I'm arguing with Tranquility.
Oh, what?
Does anyone want to guess what's happened to those dragon eggs?
Someone fucking bad. She's eaten them or corrupted them or using them for juggling. I don't know.
Somewhere, one of those three is correct.
She's
She's
corrupting
eating them.
She's corrupting them,
Corrupting them.
obviously.
She's corrupting them.
Unless she's so old, she's like a vampire. She just has to eat her younglings. Ugh.
Well, they're not her young, as far as we know.
Anakin
That-
Skywflyer.
they were like what? 2 reds and a green egg. They're not hers. As far
Yeah,
as you know.
the blue one died. I wonder what happened to that.
wonder what would have happened if we brought the blue one. Oh, no, too late.
Why are we monsters, guys? Why are we monsters?
Can we
Because
conversation as we walk towards the Meerkat? I
I
don't know.
thought we were walking.
Yeah, let's just gather our shit and let's go.
It's been a time. You ought to have a good time in your trip to do whatever.
It
Urgrad.
has
Yeah,
been a
whatever.
pleasure
Hold on.
traveling with you, I guess.
Don't spend it all in one place.
No, it is not. It is not. You lied
Well,
to us.
Why would you forget to spend?
Annika's walking.
I haven't lied a single time to you. Just gotta get on your way, little elfkin.
Why would
Right.
not call him little if I were you?
I'm with.
You're
I'm
all
with
little.
one.
You're all little to me.
Toshel
We
looks
have
at
big
him and
hearts.
little.
I'll
If he-
show them who's little. I'm the littlest one.
All right,
Legless.
let's.
Party mode.
All right, let's just go. Annika's already taken off without us.
Yeah, she stops and is like, I have no fucking idea where I'm going.
Well, I hope you'll have
Good.
satisfied your curiosity following this giant. Never trust a giant, by the way.
Pertinent information a fucking week ago.
Thought it was common knowledge.
Well, now it is, I suppose. Common
Just like it's
knowledge.
common knowledge that everyone carries an endless decanter, though you never told us about that.
Why
How
would
about
I
you
go
just
to the
assume that
desert
we're not
without
from-
an endless decanter of water?
Why would I go to a desert with the fucking fire queen who can't tell us the way to go? But here I am, right?
I think he's talking about you, particularly.
Yes,
I don't
yes,
know.
I can tell. You have a bit of biting wit for your size. Just be sure to keep that rifle at your side. This desert is a very dangerous place.
I'm planning on surviving longer than you.
Ouch.
That's pretty fucking good. Oh my god.
Think we live to be 5,026 years old.
Had,
All right.
I
had,
will learn from creep.
had 2,500 children.
Nice.
Give me enough time and I will make you immortal. We just have to replace a few parts.
I veto that decision.
But no.
So you guys head a bit a ways and end up becoming
Don't say lost.
No, you're not lost. It's actually you don't have to make a check to navigate in the desert. The sun is very obvious and gives a way to go pretty easily. You can't get you can get turned around in the desert, but like you look up and like you find your way to go pretty easily.
Thank God. Thank the gods. Thank
So
the
at the end of Tranquility and Creep, make me some con saves.
Yep, because I'm trying to avoid it.
You already have 1 point of exhaustion, don't you?
No, it went away when I slept. But if I'm hit during
Well-
the night before I could sleep, I'm screwed.
I feel like as long as you're still in the situation.
I'm gonna say that it doesn't go away unless you succeed on a save.
Oh, hey, a natural 1.
So unless you succeed on a save, you're fucked, huh?
Creep, you look really bad. I think you should definitely take some water. I don't know why you're not.
He just sighs and says, I was hoping my body would not be so frail.
1 sec, let me see it right. Yeah, there we go.
Plus,
So
I had a
technically,
need for my money that I'm going to be spending later. But for now, very well.
wow.
I will
Wait,
pull
so
out 10 gold for Petiqui. Here.
Yeah, he takes it and hands you the decanter. Well, hands you a filled water skin. Wait,
As
is everyone
yeah, I'll
suddenly
drink.
vanishing? Creep Orion and Tranquility, or Creep Orion and oh god,
Wait,
what's
grief?
going
I'm right here.
What?
your cam's not on though.
Oh,
sorry about that. I'm gonna have to go take care of something super quick. I'm probably not gonna miss anything, I assume, right?
Okay. But yeah, you've got a day's worth of usage of the thing. So
I'm just gonna laugh my ass off.
I'll
Ni-
just have some water and hope it gets rid of my exhaustion.
It doesn't help, but if you drink up, basically you need to drink 2 gallons in a day, to get there. Yeah, Creep is especially sluggish right now.
Oh yeah, the exhaustion's especially scary too because I can instantly die if it gets
Oh,
too
yeah.
high.
Oh yeah.
So 1 drink isn't enough.
No, well, it's 10 GP for water for the day.
All right,
This is
so
this
I'm
thing.
gonna try to catch up on the 2 gallons I need then
Okay.
to cool my inner core.
So you guys rest for the night. Have wrapped yourselves up. Does anyone not have a way to protect themselves? Oh wait, you've got firewood. You've got firewood for this day.
Yeah.
This day, you've got firewood for 1 more day, I believe.
Can I forage for some meat, like some creatures that I could easily kill because I'm an 8th level person?
All right, yeah. Roll me a survival check.
If Aldrin would allow, I would like to help him.
I don't think he
You
needs
don't need your help.
I really don't think he needs it. Survival. Where's foraging rules? Where are the foraging rules? Where are they? There they are. Yeah, 22 gets it. Roll a d6, add your wisdom.
+2.
All right, you find you managed to kill like a jackal or a dingo, some sort of desert dog, a coyote.
Oh,
And bring it
coyotes are
down.
small.
You get 5 pounds of food, which is enough to feed 5 people for the day. Look at
Can I
that.
just give it to the animals? Can I just give it to the wyrmlings? Sorry, the dragons.
Yeah, it's enough to feed the wormlings. It's enough to feed the wormlings.
I give it to them. Yeah.
But after that, you guys should probably set off for the day. So
Yeah.
give me a go ahead and give me a direction and your speed.
We're heading
and,
towards Meerkat, right? Which is that?
You guys can actually grab the token and give me a direction. You guys can travel
That
two
way.
hexes at a normal pace. Not that one. Not that token. This token. So basically, when you do it, like drag it to the middle of a hex, and then the middle. No. Stop. Cease this. Drag it to the middle of the hex, and then to a next one.
All right, we're going towards Meerkat, which is the
Okay.
the square, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going that way.
Let us go.
All right. Let's see if you guys run into anything. Shall we? No? Wait. Ooh, that's a spicy one.
Why
That
you
is a
like this
spicy one. What the hell? That's a bit confusing.
We can
So you guys don't run into anything during this day. And as you're resting for the night, something stumbles into your camp while let's see who's watch 2. While Creep is keeping watch. Like something just stumbles into camp.
Yeah. Oh, I also did cast the
Um,
alarm spell, if that's okay.
Are we not
Uh,
changing the watches so that there's 2 people on?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me your watch order then.
Well, if we have Creep do the first 2 watches and Tranquility do the second 2, then we could just do the rest of us doing regular.
that sounds
So-
like a plan.
So who's
I'd
first?
take the
I-
first one.
First.
I would try and be watching with Creep. So
Alright.
I would take one of the shifts with Creep.
Leaving.
I mean, after
Tosh
I
and
give-
Aldrin.
So we do.
Not Creep, sorry.
Anna.
Yeah, Tranquility. Yeah,
Ah, right.
Well, make up your
once I-
mind. God.
sorry.
Right.
I-
I'm doing
it-
first watch.
I'm not doing any watches.
No, you are.
You are.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Making...
Anakin.
Okay,
Yes.
right. Well then,
No,
Toshi's doing the second one.
Ebeneer
'Cause
would.
Annika's
Ebeneer-
gonna kick him away.
Yeah, Ebeneer would use Mage Hand to slap Toshly awake.
No, he's not
So if we
sleeping.
do Annika, then Toshli, then Ebeneer, and then Aldrin, and we
Okay.
do Tranquility doing the second half and Creep doing the first half.
All right. The party sheet watch order look good? Yeah?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it does.
So during the night, something while Toshly and Creep are keeping watch,
Oh, that's a good watch.
something stumbles into camp.
I
Something
immediately-
just stumbles into your dark vision. It's not trying to be stealthy. You can hear the clang of whatever it's wearing, and like the clang of metal and leather, and it's like heavy boot footsteps on the sand.
If I hear that, I immediately grab hold of a. I imagine. What's the nearest tiny object that we have?
Wait. Creep, that's not one of us, is it?
He shakes his head and he's going to take I mean, I can make a tiny object if I have to. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make a tiny trinket, and then I'm gonna use light on the trinket and throw it and like lob it across the sand.
You could just pick up a rock.
Okay, that's what I was wondering if there were around here.
Yeah.
You say no when I pick up the stone? Wait, do you say no when I pick up the stone? Okay.
Toshi sees that. Oh, that's a really good idea, and he takes out a thunderstone and throws it.
I stare at him. No, like I try to stop him. We don't even know if it's hostile.
Doesn't hurt.
I toss a light stone across the floor towards the direction to see if I can get a good view of what the
Can Toshly truly be stopped?
Oh,
Anyone
God.
stop him?
No.
Does this come down to a dexterity save, or does he just do it?
Make opposed dexterity checks, you guys. Chuckle
Okay.
fucks.
Oh,
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
I'm
Is it
trying
safe
to be
with that?
reasonable.
Oh no, it cannot be stopped.
Come on! Why do I have disadvantage? Oh wait, that's right, my
Exhaustion.
exhaustion.
Exhaustion. So
fast,
what's
it's too
what's your? Is
nimble.
it a con save?
Con save 16.
So yeah, it is suddenly thrown off its feet as a thunderous sound fills the entire camp, waking everyone up immediately.
I am up and out
Totally.
with my thunder cannon ready and my goggles like trained.
Ebony runs out with like his dagger, like, and he's like wrapped in cloaks.
Can I throw my light stone?
Hey, I'm back. What have I missed?
Oh, you missed such a good thing.
You throw the light stone over at the thing on the ground, which rises up, and you can see that's a humanoid form dressed in very old leather armor. With its eyes are just deep pits that glow red. Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Hey,
was
He
trying.
pulls out a sword. You lot
Did my
want
warning
to?
staff-
Oh, I guess he doesn't have a sword. Why doesn't he have a sword?
Did my staff of warning not go off ever?
No, it did not. This guy did not
Oh,
have. Did not have
Malicious intent.
malicious intent.
I hold my hand out towards him and say,
He cracks his knuckles, but you can see a lot of the flesh and muscle are gone. You
Hey,
want to fight?
hey,
I'll bring it to you.
no,
stop
no, we
it.
do
He,
not
he
want.
had no malicious intent while you
Yeah.
fighting him.
I hold out my hand and say, no, we do not want to fight. Toshly jumped the gun and threw something that I told him not to do.
you were gonna throw a rock. I threw a rock.
You threw a
I was throwing a
thunderstone.
regular stone to put some light down. You threw a thunderstone.
Yeah, I asked if that's not one of us. We were just
No,
attacked
you
the day by
launched
Shark
it.
Queen.
Look, I apologize for my friend. We have no intent of hurting
We're
you.
not friends.
Please identify yourself.
Roll a persuasion check. Or deception check if you're feeling sassy.
Yeah, Jolts. Roll that disadvantage. I want to see you.
Oh, come on. I don't have disadvantage on exhaustion, do I?
Yes, you do. It's an ability check.
You're kidding. Ah.
Your
Just be glad it's not
your
your
words
attacks
are like
yet.
drawn out and kind of slurred, giving you disadvantage.
Just kill me now.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
Oh.
you forget to add the word no into we bear you no malicious intent.
Very malicious intent. Oh, shit.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I have -1 persuasion.
I'm still
Really
I'm still
creeps
looking
not
at
good
that
persuading
zero.
people.
unable to react to it. Oh, man.
It's a literal 0.
I ain't gotta tell you shit. You lot working with the Emerald Claw.
Oh no.
You're not wearing the masks.
Oh no. We
Nah, they
were
were
going to
dicks to
fight
us as
them.
well.
Should come over there and beat the shit out of that little gnome anyway.
Right.
We
I
offer him up as tribute.
Yes.
Ebony Ebonier like looks at it and says, "Go right ahead," and then he goes back into his tent.
Are we all awake at this point? Are we all awake? At
Probably.
This point?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Thunderstone. We
The
heard the
thunderstorm.
300-foot explosion. Like,
Aldrin walks out and is like, "No, Toshli is with us. He meant no harm. He's our friend. Don't fight him."
He's not
Come,
our
get some food
friend.
with us.
Ebonier shouts from the tent.
He's
Wow. Wow.
he's our companion
Creep.
that we are traveling with. He
Traveling
is
with-
with us.
Creep sighs and looks to the man and says, We are no kin to the Emerald Claw. They tried to kidnap us, kill us.
Creep. Not to interrupt you, but how about you sit over there and don't do any more talking?
Right, let us talk.
Could have sworn I smelled one of those filthy undead worshippers around here.
Aren't you on?
Great, definitely should go to bed now.
Yes, creep, meditate on what you. Let me help you meditate on
Where are
what.
my zombies?
They're just sort of standing around.
Do you want to join us in camp? Have something to eat or something?
It's
you look
clear I'm
hungry.
not welcome here. Won't take your honeyed
No,
words with
no,
anything.
no. Look, we got attacked by Cycling the other day. Like 12 of them.
Stinks of the Emerald Claw around here.
Well,
Do I look like the Emerald Claw?
There's a bunch
Like,
of you, though.
really?
It's not worth dying again for it.
again?
Oh.
He suddenly
Oh.
goes. He suddenly like stands up straight out of his ready position. You lot have a good night.
Right, you too.
Stay warm.
You too?
You too?
If you need anything, you know where we are.
It's not a good thing.
Oh, that stink. And he turns around and stumbles back out of camp, back into the nighttime desert.
Oh, see, now you know what it's like for people to just randomly jump the gun on you. Quarry scum smash!
Ebonier comes back out of this tent. Did I just hear him say that die again?
Yeah, he was very skeleton.
Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Have I ever heard of anything like that?
Roll an Arcana check.
Can I make this roll since I'm intelligent?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but you're also
you can try to recall a bit.
Can I please like make up for what I've done wrong in my life? Please.
You guys both get 18s.
with disadvantage. You match Ebonier, so
You know
true.
that sometimes the spirit of a creature can return if it seeks revenge.
Oh.
Known as revenants, they are quite strong even when unarmed.
Oh no.
Creep. Revenant? Is that
Revenant, yes, it's a revenant. He's just looking over at Ebonier like,
Oscar
Okay.
award winning too.
Toshli,
fuck's sake.
What?
can I give you a friendly piece of advice?
No. And Toshi
Okay.
goes
So you've had Ebonier's attempt at a friendly piece of advice. You don't get an option with this one. This is an unfriendly piece of advice. How about you don't
Oh, what?
fucking do that again? Don't throw shit at things that just wander into camp.
Yes, it's not one of us. It could have been the drag queen.
So, okay, no, right. You know, you asked me earlier, oh, hey, me and Tranquility, will mommy and daddy fighting? Yeah, I'm going to tell you the same shit, right? Why would you do that, right? If it's not one of us, hey, let's just do whatever we want to it. That's not how we operate.
We were attacked the other night. Could have been the same.
It could have
was
been,
the
except...
same, if it was the
No,
same, we
Creep,
could
go
have
ahead, you
woken
know.
others up. If it was the same, we could have woken others up, and we would have been
But
the
I
first ones to react
Did woke the others up. Everyone's awake.
by launching the man across the dunes.
Yes.
That
How
was
about
bad.
next time you throw it off into a random direction? No, not a random direction. Let's rephrase that, because you, with your literal mind, throw it somewhere where there isn't anybody. Use
Okay.
the noise to wake us up, right? Without flinging people across the desert.
But then... Nah, whatever. It's fine.
I
It's
vote
my
that
shift.
Toshli have
Can I
no
go back
more
to bed?
watches.
Now I like him.
All right, everyone, go back to sleep and get your rest.
Is
Alden's
it time
already
for our
asleep.
watch yet, Tranquility? Do we have a
Huh?
couple hours? Well, next up watch, I think.
It's almost your watch.
So me and Ebony are gonna have a watch then.
Oh yes.
Excellent.
The rest of the night
I'm
goes
so
by
excited.
without too much trouble. You hear some coyotes howling in the distance, but
Wait, can I can I not slip into that thing?
um,
It's just 2.
oh yeah, sure. You can do that in the morning.
And Ebony and Tranquility are having that moment right now, right?
Annika conveniently or inconveniently, whatever, kicks Toshly in the face at some point in the night
Oh yeah.
as she sleeps. Totally is asleep.
It does not wake up.
We can RP or
Oh,
we
well,
can
then
do
she
it
does
next
it
time.
a couple of times.
I don't know if Rick wants to get to somewhere.
You
So.
got a lot of days. It'd take you another 3 days at least to get to Mellow
Do it
Cuts.
now, do it now. Do it now. Well, it's fresh.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Sorry, doggo. Gotta go.
Doggo.
Oh.
I'll just say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Tranquility.
As I'm just kind of sitting there, like looking around.
Ebenezer kind of like sits next to you, and he's sort of like playing. He's like mimicking your cross-legged thing, and he's sort of playing in the dirt with his knife. Because do you still not remember the room with the mirrors? What you saw when you looked at yourself?
No.
That's troubling. Are you not troubled by it?
No.
Fuck.
Okay. Do you remember when I asked you once to take me out if you ever thought I was turning really evil? Do you remember that conversation?
Yes.
Do you know why I asked you that?
Because you thought one day you might.
Because I thought you might be a good enough judge of character to know when I'd really crossed the line. That's no longer the case.
I see. What makes you think that?
Because you don't see what's right in front of you. You don't remember what we all clearly saw. Which makes me think you're not yourself.
I see. I'm sorry you think that way.
I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that way anymore. I would spend some time with yourself trying to figure out what's going on, because it's really kind of scary.
I'm aware of myself more than you might think.
And yet, you still don't remember what you saw in the mirror.
I meditate a lot. I know what's happening. I'm fine.
You say so. But I really hope I don't have to put you down. And Ebenezer is still like he's still playing in the dirt with the dagger.
If you think you must, you are entitled to try.
That would be bloody, I imagine.
For most.
And that's it. Ebenezer doesn't say anything. He just plays with the dagger in the dirt for the rest of the watch. Unless
Alright.
Tranquility says anything else.
Nope, he has nothing else to say. But he does kind of just turn away and sit away for a while.
and then it's Tranquility and I, and then we just don't talk.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, this shit is amazing.
You guys have gotten your long rest again. You guys ready to go?
Yay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Is my
everybody
exhaustion
gets up?
gone from drinking?
Okay, you're fine. You weren't wounded to begin with.
No, I'm
Been
just
for a while.
exhausted.
I know.
I have
that was
removed one
Tranquility
level of
Spring.
exhaustion from you. Because of the water you got that day, you've been cool enough that you can get a proper rest.
Alright, so I just need to chug tons of water and keep sleeping.
Yeah.
Or at least keep your parts all properly.
I mean, I'm literally tempted to get control water so I can actually like fill my body with water and control it and freeze it.
Freezing water inside yourself would be incredibly dangerous.
Right, we're talking about expanding the water in you and breaking more parts that way.
Well, chilling water though would be different. I think you could chill with that one. I'll have to reread it. No, then again, that might just run into the same prestidigitation issue, but...
Yeah, basically. What direction you guys going? Give me some control on the map.
Which way is the city?
It's
That
the
way?
black square, isn't it?
Yeah.
Square,
Which black square? I don't see it.
Black square.
Right there, it's straight south. So I think we'd just take another south run, right?
Yeah, 2 south run seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the square. It's just
Yeah, we could just make 2 south dots and then go southeast. Actually, three runs would actually be good. Then going southeast into the quadrant right there, and then we could just make the last one. We'll make it.
All right, let's see what happens. Whee. Oop. Should I run that one?
yes.
Is it really powerful, Rick? If
It's not really
We
powerful.
could destroy it. If we could destroy it, Rick, is it worth it?
It's not really worth it. So you go on, and the day is largely non-threatening and pretty bog standard. Oh wait, you guys, you don't see. Can you see the square now, Dimmy?
We can see it. We can see it.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Here, let me just So it only takes me a few seconds.
So as you rest again for the night, so yeah, you just continue along through the sands, passing by a large bluff that looks like it's been sort of like mushroomized by the countless aeons of wind scouring sand against it. Sort of kind of an hourglass shape. But pass by this oddity and find yourself a nice place to camp once again. You guys are out of campfire material.
We probably... Did someone do a search for more wood?
I can.
Yeah, give me a
That
survival
was
check.
really neat.
Alright, could you roll for me really quick?
Why? Oh. I have to open up your thing and get over
Oh, how
there. and
horrible.
roll survival.
How tragic.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Rick.
jeez. Yeah, you look around for about an hour and can't find any in the immediate vicinity. You guys are gonna have to
Do
go
we-
cold for the night.
Do we need wood?
Oh boy, that's another chance of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need
Yeah, would it be fine? Would it be good?
Wait, hold on, Torsley.
Tosley's wood though?
I also have a robe of useful items, which, actually looking at them, are kind of crap. I have a
Oh, if it...
10-foot pole. I don't know if that's really useful.
That's not enough.
Oh, if you want, I can just, like carrying it.
No, I was thinking of firewood. We could use a 10-foot pole as firewood, but it may not be enough.
Yeah,
I have a
that's-
sinking
definitely.
suspicion.
that'll light a fire for a few minutes. It's not going to be really enough.
I have this. I mean, there's no water around here, I guess.
I mean, we don't need a fire today, right?
It's
I much
freezing.
prefer one though.
Okay, fine. Just stand back, and he takes out a rowboat, a 12 feet long
You
rowboat.
pull out the patch, and it suddenly takes shape and reforms in the size of a rowboat.
This should be good for the night, give or take.
The question is this robot like tarred and made water resistant? Because that might be bad to burn. I'll say no, it's just wood. It's just wood. I'm not going to be that mean.
Okay.
I would use control flames to make the flame stronger anyway.
Oh, I'm just gonna throw one vial of alchemist fire. There you go. It's
Just you throw
Brother wants to go up your back.
you throw the alchemist fire on it, and it just goes up in flames. The whole thing.
there we go.
Ores and all.
Oh Jesus! Do you have another one of those?
Nope.
Okay.
So this night is once again uneventful. Actually, no, it's not eventful. During the night, during once again Creep and Toshli's rest. I didn't.
Well,
Want
I guess it's just Creep's rest because we all agreed that Tosley shouldn't
Yeah.
get more watches.
You hear the sound of like high pitched laughing and like chittering across the vast desert landscape. They don't get close enough to really worry you, or maybe whatever that is, just aware that you guys are too powerful to take on like that. But yeah,
So the fire on the boat is like, nah.
God.
Before we rested, Alden would have asked Annika to make him some bullets. I promise I'll make you good food.
Fucking guess then.
I think you guys are pretty full up on hit dice right now.
Can't remember how many bullets I can make. Let me grab the rules.
I don't remember. I think I gave you just a little bit, and that was it. Or I gave you a ruling, and then that was it.
I'll figure it out.
All right. Next day, do you guys want to give me your place to go?
Yeah. Oh shit! I need the map again.
I guess we just keep heading down.
Thank
You can open
you.
up if you go to maps and images on the right. You can just open it up again.
Yeah, I know, but lazy.
Ooh.
Hey, Rick. As we're traveling, can I keep an eye out for wood? I want to gather like maybe some more
Sort
wood.
of thing you have to like actively search for.
Okay, well, I was just on the way.
So you guys continue, and at about noon, you guys stumble, you guys like crest a dune
Back.
and like have to like rub your eyes to make sure that you're not seeing things. There is a small pool about maybe 30 feet across one way, 15 feet across the other, full of like beautiful, very clear water. There are a few solemn trees standing over them, very unlike the trees of the jungle, with tall, branchless trunks ending in vast, multi-leaved fronds at the top.
Hey, an oasis.
There is you see the remnants. You see several tents that look like they've been blown over by the sand. Maybe even like some sort of wooden construction, like a small like shed, but it has also been like torn down by the vast winds and the ever grating sands of time that affect this desert.
Huh.
Isn't that a spot of good luck?
Let's search again for something? Probably still.
I'm still
Yeah,
counting this along with your usage of my decanter.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Well,
Company.
should we have a little party with the wonderful oasis?
Why don't we just all get some water for now and then make our way to Miller Cat? I really could use with a proper bed.
Okay, that's fine.
Perhaps the water wouldn't be so bad, especially for some of our bodies, and we haven't properly showered in.
All right, Tranquility, you haven't been drinking. Roll me a con save for yesterday.
Boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You got a level of exhaustion today.
All right, fine, be that way.
At least one. I'm not gonna do any more because I forget.
No, I think this is like the only one you've forgotten, so it's fine.
Yeah. So what are you guys gonna do? This oasis doesn't seem to have much in the way of treasure or useful goods. Anything that was in there has been scavenged away, outside of some very old tent fabric and tent rods.
Patigui, how far away are we from Menechtarun?
No, I reckon. I reckon after today we'll be there. After another day of travel.
What if we just go fast? Can we make it still before nighttime? Just hurry up.
No, we would be able to reach there tomorrow if we hurried up now.
All right, so.
Wait, but I mean, that's a fair point. But Tranquility seems to be dragging, and driving him harder might.
No, it's just
Probably.
just 10 gold, and you can use some. You can have some water.
I don't think the 10 gold of water is going to solve it, but especially when there's an oasis right there, Patigui.
I go up into the pool of water and just submerge myself.
I actually do the same.
Just.
Yeah.
Is Stella around?
To be 100% clear, the oasis is not actually that much cool compared to this surrounding area. It's still been sun-baked.
Yeah, but it's water, and it's better than nothing.
It is. Yeah.
Is Stella around, by the way?
Oh yeah. Yes, Dahl is around.
Stella, can I ask you a real question?
Yes.
How did you meet Lady Dolores?
Oh, I met her when she was doing some research at Mulgrave University, probably about a year back. We got in a conversation about Zendrick and its history, and well, she just started calling upon me to do research and such.
Are you too close or something?
I wouldn't say so, no. She does pay pretty well.
That she does. Okay, that's all. I'll let you be. I won't annoy you like other people say I do.
You could be a bit nicer to the rest of them. They are trying their best. Not to be nice with you, but in general.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm really trying.
Well, perhaps try a bit harder. Maybe?
So that's it.
Yes, just try harder.
Okay.
But first you don't succeed, try again, and then give up.
So even if it looks like a bad idea, I should try harder.
You should probably stop.
No,
you should probably stop following bad ideas like you do. They tend to get you in more trouble than it's worth.
You're probably right. There was a sixth person, wasn't there? They don't talk about him much. What happened to him?
Dashing fellow.
Would she really describe him as that?
I mean, he was quite handsome and
He was really
charismatic.
dashing. He's beautiful.
When Ilthroskel's ship crashed, he sort of got thrown overboard before it
What
hit
did
the
he do,
ground.
Rick?
Didn't they go look for him?
They tried to for a bit, but I mean the jungle is so vast. It'd be like finding a needle and some sort of stack of dried grass.
It's a haystack. It is literally a haystack.
She's not a farm girl. She don't know that.
Okay. Thanks. Oh, and if you need to talk to Lady Dolores, and he takes out the Cynic Stone, hey, use it.
I'm sure we'll be fine until we get back.
When are we gonna get back?
Hmm,
How are
probably-
we gonna get back?
There is actually a port that we could probably visit. Might need to spend some time there. It's the one that Morgrave University uses when we come to and from Melikat. Oh, I can't wait to see that city again.
Wait, why couldn't?
Must be even more uncovered by now.
Wait, if Mulberry University uses an harbor here, why couldn't they take the boat here in the first place?
But the schedule of boats here and there is quite tight.
So why
And
couldn't they just
the-
wait in
The
Shan
boat
for
is
it?
the boat
Instead
is
of-
not exactly a short route either.
It's complicated.
Guys should have taken the boat.
We really should have.
Yeah, we
We
should
should have
have.
fucking taken the boat. We're gonna see if we can take the boat back. How's that sound?
You guys would still be like level
Oh.
6 by now.
Oh, that's gonna be a thing.
We're taking the boat back. We're taking the
We're
boat
gonna
back.
we're gonna try to take the boat back.
Have I rolled for
Okay.
random encounters today? No, the Oasis. So you guys leave the Oasis behind and keep going. You don't
Fill
run
up
into
all
anything
of our
else during
water
the day.
things and
Yeah.
everything. So alright, we go.
All right, and you camp once again. Get some more long rest in there because you need them, I guess. You lose that level of exhaustion, as does creep.
All right, no more exhaustion.
During the night, what are you gonna do for warmth?
Search for wood.
All right, roll me a survival check. Yeah, searching around, you managed to find another three nights worth of firewood. They're basically just small brush that you can burn easily.
But no, like anything fancy, nothing. No bigger
No.
pieces of wood.
No.
Not even if I took something from the Oasis. Like a.
Well, you would have thought
part
you
of-
would have had to say that back then, wouldn't you have?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were camping there. My bad.
No, that was you saw that in like before noon.
My bad. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought that's where the day ended. I was kind of being distracted by other things.
So yeah, you get enough to get you through the night pretty warm, and a new day begins. You are a days away
Excellent.
from Melikat.
Straight to Melikat.
Yes.
Straight to Melikat. It is an uneventful day.
Right, we don't encounter another mummy
So,
lord.
so do we want to go faster today and try to get there earlier in the day instead of at night?
Nah, just go at normal pace.
All right.
So toward
Well,
the
I-
afternoon, you cross over a large sand dune, and before you see a well, I'd say tent city, but that's doing it a bit. That's not really doing it justice, or is doing it too much justice, rather. You see a
Oh.
collection of white and gray and black and some even brighter colored tents. It's not really a tent city. It's more like a tent town. You've seen villages with a larger footprint. They are set like nestled into a group of uncovered ruins that sit out of the sand at the bottom of a basin. And before to the south of this tent city is a vast set of ruins sticking out here and there out of the dunes. An area about only 100 by 100 foot square has been uncovered with the sand dunes encroaching on it around it, with a few buildings revealed. But other than that, there is not much that's uncovered of this city, at least that is above the dunes. As you see it, Dahl is like, oh, what a beautiful sight. Oh, they finally cleared off that side. I was wondering they would. We really should get in some of those earth movers in from Zalargo. I bet that would make this... anyway, we should go. We should go. We can...
Yes.
We should be able to get a place to rest. What if anyone I
looks
know
beautiful.
is there? It's really unimpressive. It's kind of unimpressive.
We've only seen sand so far.
Yeah.
You know. This is
Is there an inn of some rapport?
Well, we might be able to look for it.
Does this place have a market? Is there a market?
I'm not sure if it has much.
well, let's find out. A new place, new adventures. It's gonna be amazing.
The people.
Other people to talk to. I love all your company, but it's nice to communicate with other people sometimes.
You are a horrible liar.
Sure, Toshley.
And I
Sure.
haven't seen this place since it was first found and we uncovered Flamewind there. You've met Flamewind, haven't you? Yes, he was... Oh, there during... Oh. But yes. Discovered Flamewind around here in the first building that was uncovered.
What was she doing?
We met Flamewood?
Yeah, the Sphinx, right?
Ah, yes.
She was just sort of
Who's
sat
Flamewind?
there. If I recall correctly, her first words to the people who found her was to take her to the land of fiends. And
Corvair.
yes, she was taken to Corvair. I've gotten to speak to her one or twice, but she's quite the enigmatic creature. You speak to her and she gives you either a puzzle or just doesn't respond to you in one way. She's an expert at ignoring people.
That sounds like some people I
I
know.
endeavour to learn from her.
Shall we first find a place to rest and then go to... What time of day is it?
It's getting on toward the afternoon, about dinner time. You are feeling kind of hungry, and your taste buds are salivating at something other than rations.
Hey,
And
there's
jackal
delicious
meat.
rations, Rick.
Jackal meat.
Oh wait, I didn't do enough rations for like the last 2 days. I'm gonna be out of rations, guys.
So the
Good.
wormlings, are they eating as
The,
well?
the
with
wormlings
us?
have been
Are they
following
fine?
you. They're both looking pretty parched, honestly.
All right, so we need to get those little guys like up as much meat as we can for them.
So let us find an inn or a restaurant or something that will serve us food and we can feed everyone.
Yeah, let's go.
That's not fair. Let's do it now.
Darla, would you please lead the way? You
Oh,
are
yes,
the most
yes,
familiar
sure.
here.
You approach the tent city. There's around its actual perimeter. There are some wooden poles set up, obviously imported. They are not local. Just with like with like not tin cans, but like little bits of metal strung up around the side to form like a perimeter wall without actually being able to build a perimeter wall. And as you approach the main gate, which actually has like no, it's the one area that does not have the bits of metal strung up. You start hearing a strange, disconnected tune.
What?
It's of a different candor, a different like timbre than you're used to of the music of Corvair. It's filled with lots of triplets and a very strange like maybe an odd set. It's not in like 3s and 4s and 8s, but in like groups of 7s and 11s and 9s.
Is it like the way Demaya sings?
No, it's quite
Like
different.
the same
from that.
tempo? Okay.
As you get there, you see a about 4.5, 5 foot tall creature that looks a bit like a goblin, but not really.
Oh, son of a
It's
bitch.
a bit thinner. Is completely bald on top, no hair up there, and with like a brownish skin instead of the normal gray or green or like you see some of this in hobgoblins, but it's a very distinct skin tone. He's strumming a strange instrument with two necks, with actual catgut strings instead of the steel that you normally see in Corvair. And you see that bits of magic sparkle in the air around his instrument, as if putting on a show.
Oh,
And you
look,
come up,
a musician.
you can hear that he's speaking in a combination of broken common and a language that sounds a bit like Goblin, but Annika, you can't understand it, really. You get a few words here and there, but they're strung along in strings that don't make any sense.
What are
Although,
they saying, Andy?
as you as you like actually get into earshot, it's like the song is being whispered in your ear instead of actually being sung.
Oh no.
And you see that he is moving his mouth, but his tongue, like, you like get a close look, that he has no tongue. Like, he
What?
opens his mouth to talk, and you see that his tongue is but a stump.
Oh,
Do I recognize what this is?
Roll me a
what is going
history
on?
check.
what kind of bullshit?
You know that in the Menechtarun there is a strange cousin to the goblins known as the Buhuka. The Buka.
Uka.
They are a bit taller than normal goblins, not quite as tall as hobgoblins, and are not quite as crafty as most other goblinoids. Other than that, you're not really familiar with them. They're kind of a local oddity. But as you come up to them, he kind of whispers in his ear as he strings on that catgut instrument. Welcome to Melicat. I am Golab. Would you like me to be your guide, just for a few gold, or maybe just for your story to hear? Where have you been? Where do you come from? And he does this, moving his mouth, and his words are kind of disconnected from his mouth moving, because you can kind of hear him whisper the words, but they are very clearly made with the cut tongue. But the clear words come through whispering in your ear, as long as you're close enough to him, like 30 feet away from him.
So it's not like telepathy like what we do.
It's not telepathy. It's like he's like able to project his voice and whisper with a proper tone into your ears.
I must know how he does this.
Why don't we trade stories over some food? We can pay to show us a place to eat.
I mean, I thought we already had a person who knew the city.
Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't
but
been
this
here.
is
I haven't
someone
been
who's
here
been
in a.
here recently.
I haven't been here in a year. I have not either. It is much
Fate
bigger than
has
it was the
conspired-
last time.
Fate has conspired against us to present a wonderful, wonderful guide.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Now, where have you been from? Where do you hail? Warforged, huh? You must be from Corvair.
Could we start this conversation over a meal?
Yeah, he is moving along. He's like walking backwards, strumming on a strange thing. His hand moving in between the two necks of his instrument.
We are from Corvair. We are here seeking a Thrycreen.
Thrycreen? But you have one right there, do you not?
A specific one.
Yeah, this is just a generic one.
Oh, Joker, you see. There are many Thrycreen in this desert. Some big, some small. Most very bloodthirsty and wanting, and with none of the emotional connections that you might have.
What about a Thrycreen Lord?
There are some that
A
call them
warlord.
leaders. Do you have a name for this one?
Do we?
Darachim.
Oh, okay.
Oh. He immediately stops playing, like, twing!
Twang!
That is not a name
Everyone
I would like
looks
to
at
hear
us as
around
we-
here. I thought I had come far enough east to avoid talk of such a thing.
So he's west then.
He opens his mouth and, like, sticks out the tiny stump of his tongue,
Oh.
and then begins to strum again and whispers in your ears. You see, I was brave enough to stand up against this Dadachum some months ago, and he had my cut tongue out and my body thrown into the desert for it. Luckily, I knew enough magic to survive in here. The locals, at least, the locals don't appreciate my strange music, but they put up with it as I am friendly enough. If you're looking for Dadachum, I might be able to offer you a bit more service.
Oh, excellent! Another guide.
For a little bit of gold and promise of revenge against that beast. You're not going to help him, are you? I would
No,
assume
no.
not.
So the payment is something for your table and something to get revenge.
Something for my pocket and something for my heart.
I see.
Oh, this.
You are a man
As
after
he
my own
is
heart.
led you unwittingly for a the largest tent in the area. It's probably like 30 feet across and 20 feet back. It's got a few other tents kind of connected roughly to it. And he flips back it, and you can hear a bunch of talking back within. And he opens it up and gives a bow. Please, this is the local tavern. Come in and take a seat. I'm sure you'll be. Oh, there's people there. And as you all sort of pile in and look at there's a single long table in the area, sat with orcs, half orcs, a few ogres, and a smattering of goblinkin.
Oh
At
God,
the
no.
far end of the table, towering over all but the ogres around him, is a 12-foot tall, blue-skinned creature with glowing red eyes.
No!
He sends chills down your spine as you recognize him from the long-lost city of Stormreach, so many weeks behind you.
Son
Zarian
of a
Harak.
bitch.
And that's where we'll end the session. Hey.
Ah! I knew it was him. I knew it was him. As soon as he
Fucker!
said goblins and orcs, I was like, oh no, not Zarian. Not
Yeah.
Zarian.
Zion Rack.
You know, Toshi's like, who?
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's
Tosh
Toshi's
is gonna
default
have that.
position.
Yeah, who?
Whomst.
So,
So, pretty good session. A bit rough going at the beginning, but it turned
love
out
that
okay.
cliffhanger. Hey, Rick, I sent you something. I will probably need a response as to what the fuck do I do about it.
I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay.
Anyone else have any last comments?
That was fun.
Good session.
Fucker.
Good session. I really enjoyed it.
I love how we
Crazy.
constantly manage to be at each other's throats every time.
Meanwhile,
I
unwittingly
think it was
stumbling
good this
into my
time.
hands at every turn.
We guys, we're monsters. We
We are
murdered
fucking
3
monsters.
But we have the chance to redeem ourselves by raising these rhymelings to be beautiful things.
You know, these wormlings are like a few weeks old. Like, to mature, it
Oh,
takes
Joel.
like a century.
back.
Oh, Jolt,
Yeah,
you
not sure
missed
what you
it. Oh,
want.
you fucking missed
God
it,
damn
Jolt.
it, Joel.
Oh, what I missed this time?
Oh, you
Oh,
missed the best
Jolt.
fucking thing ever.
He doesn't know. He
Oh.
doesn't know who he is. He wasn't in the session when he showed up.
Jolt, just
okay, yeah.
watch the fucking VOD.
So,
Watch
Yeah,
this
just watch
VOD and
the
then
end of
watch
it.
the VODs. Yeah.
So obviously this is some sort of civilization. If you guys wanted to, you could stay here for a few days. Get some rest, get some
Stay on
work
market.
in.
Fish.
There's a bit of a market. I'm not sure if you'll be able to get supplies. For your mechanical servant. We'll see.
Junk
Okay.
market.
It would be great to have a week of downtime.
It would be
I
great
would.
to have a week of
I think everyone is like this close to finishing their week of downtime training.
But we have to deal with Zara and Rock first, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Oh god. I knew, of course, that's gonna bite us in the ass sooner or later.
Yeah,
stream so
imagine if
long?
you guys had gone by boat, you guys probably would have had to share, like, well, you guys probably would have arrived at about the same time. Instead of
All
several
right,
weeks
so-
after him.
So, I guess we're taking a break then,
Yeah.
or
No, that's
not
the
break,
session.
fucking
That's the
done.
session.
That's
So
it.
that's it for today.
That's it.
Thanks to everyone stopped by. Truly, Doy
We love
fam.
you, stream.
Terminator 2K.
Terminator.
Everyone else who didn't talk but showed up, thank you so much. If
We
you want
love
to
you.
check out the VODs of this place, this system, the videos on demand of this campaign, go to youtube.com/thekittenhug, subscribe, like, comment, whatever. Tune in next week at 6 Eastern here on twitch.tv/thekittenhugs as Towers of Dreams continues and the party has to face the vile ogre mage or Oni Zarian Hak. See you guys.
Love you, stream.
Bye,
Yeah.
stream.